Welcome to the show, everybody. It's kind of cold outside. I hope everybody is nice and cozy, maybe a nice drink, because we're here for a good little time with a nice little podcast with a very special guest today. I'll reveal him very shortly. In the meantime, hope everybody's doing well. Happy midweek. We're almost at the weekend. Happy Thursday. But for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Eyes. I'm a musician. I make post-hardcore, progressive metal. You can find me on Spotify. It's my main spot. Then there's Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and specifically on Twitch, YouTube as well. Go ahead and follow me on those platforms. Enjoy the music. Share it with your friends. Welcome to the 12th episode of the Antiperfectionist Podcast. I am joined with my co-host, Prominent BEG. I will have you introduce yourself, and you guys are also going to see our very special guest, Harmphrey, on screen, but we'll let Prominent do the introduction. Prominent, take it away, bro.
Yeah, I got to do the introduction. Okay, thanks. But no, I'm just kidding. How y'all doing, everybody? My name is Brandon, aka the Prominent BEG. I'm a jazz musician myself, of course, the other co-host of this great Anti-Perfectionist podcast. Also host my own show on Twitch as well called the Jazz Lounge Journey, which is just a nice little lounge full of like nice jazz music and positive vibes all around. So feel free to check it out as well. Also, you can check out me on all my socials as the Prominent BEG. And with the special guest here that we have today, one of the OGs of the anti-perfectionist community, we would like to introduce Mr. Harmphrey. Mitch, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Nice shit. What's up? I'm Harmphrey. I'm oh my god, I almost started my raids thing. I'm Harmphrey. I stream on Twitch, harmphrey.com, twitch.tv/Harmphrey. Marvel, Star Wars, emo sounds. But yeah, we're cooking.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you for joining the show. It's kind of a last minute. I had you planned for what, March or something like that, but then we had a cancellation. I was like, we need to start the year strong. Help, please. Came in clutch with burger and all.
Man.
With burger and all.
Burger it up.
Shout out Shaylix. Man, good to have you on the show. I'm super hyped, super hyped. Prominent, I'm going to let you take it away, dog. I'm pretty sure you thought of your question, right?
I have, Joseph.
Sick.
We were prepared for this time, so.
We're getting better at it.
Yeah, we are. 12 episodes in,
And let me know, everybody in chat, feel free to let me know if the audio is bad. I'm running the launch station over here. So welcome to the show. Thank you guys for joining.
Yes. All right, so Harmphrey, my first question for you. When I first met you through a couple of other people, I think I met you through either Eyes or Nick Howard, maybe. No, you introduced me to Nick Howard, actually.
Yeah.
Who was a previous guest on our podcast as well. I wanted to know, what made you start streaming? Like, what was your motivation to start streaming? Like, was it something that you've always wanted to do, or is it something that somebody gave you the idea and you're like, you know what, this might be a little good, John? Let me try this out.
Yeah, touch it like that a little bit. I had a friend. So it was music that actually got me into streaming. I listened to this podcast called Washed Up Emo podcast. Tom Mullen, he does a bunch of stuff. He does the website isthisbandemo.com, and he had a Patreon, and it was $1 a month, and you don't access to the Discord. It's okay, and I saw people were self-promoting in there, and someone was playing Mass Effect. I was like, oh cool, they play Mass Effect, they're achievement hunter like Halo, and I'll check them out. And that was Zach Efron. And they go by No Functional Purpose now. And they stream on Twitch. And I hung out their stream, like a small streamer, 3 average viewers, 4, pretty small. And they're pretty cool, just talking and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And they rated somebody, they rated Ari, or they rated Dino Spine. And they were pretty cool doing art and stuff. And then they rated somebody, they were cool. And then went back another day and they rated somebody, I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool little community and stuff. I'm like, I could probably, just kind of big dub, play some games and just hang out with the homies, and it's kind of the big dub.
Hell
and then one of the main things I wanted to stream is I was like, oh, I want to play something kind of gimmicky, trying to get a set all the Spider-Man, and I was like, I want to play Miles Morales. So I bought it, pre-ordered it, took the day off to play it, and then I just didn't play it. And I was like, I gotta force myself to play it. So I played it on stream, and that kind of helped me beat the game, kind of lock in, kind of a pressure. So
yeah.
Get through a backlog.
You have a whole category of games that you played. It seems like nowadays you kind of stick to a couple specific categories, right?
Yeah, mostly Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah.
After that, it'll be DC and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and it's also like on the retro
Indiana
side and stuff
Jones.
like that too when it comes to
Yeah.
games you play.
Yep. Retro garage sale
crazy.
type shit.
Yeah, I freaking love it, man.
You did Halo 4, Fable, the Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Fable. You have a whole list. I had no idea you played
Yeah.
that many. I mean, I've seen the list
Yeah.
previously, but good
Hmm.
grief, man. I didn't know there were that
Yeah,
many
originally.
Star Wars and Spider-Man games, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I played
Oh yeah, you
I played
tons of
Marvel
them.
Rivals recently, and they had a little survey, and
Uh-huh.
it's like, how many Marvel games have you played? And it's like 10, 15, 30. And I was like, I confidently hit that 30 plus, like, or like 20 plus, whatever, like so easy. I was like, I definitely played all these Marvel games.
Clean, dude. Clean. Which one are you?
Yes,
Okay, you're in the middle of 2 right now, right? For
yeah, I'm playing through
Tua.
Blade 2. I'm so close to beating it. Playing Tua,
Blade Tua.
and then Knights of the Republic. Blade
Blade,
Tua.
Blade 2, and you said Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah, Star Wars.
All
I'm
right.
pretty close to beating both of them.
All right.
But I started playing with playing Fable. I think my first stream was before I started streaming was like Dead by Daylight, but then I started streaming it was like Apex Legends with some friends. And then it was Xbox's like 19th birthday or something like that, and I played a bunch of original Xbox games. I played KOTOR and then Fable, and then from there I started playing all the Fable games, and I was kind of cooking now.
Which Fable's your favorite?
Oh man, I think
Got to be one,
it's
right?
a
It's
tie
got to be the
between.
first one, right?
The first one's so great, but 2 is so much fun too. Like all the customization and stuff you can do in it.
Mhm.
It's pretty peak. But 1, I mean, I have a poster right there, a Fable 1. So
Oh hell
my
yeah,
goat.
hell yeah!
Yeah,
Type shit. The American football back there too. Clean.
yeah, I shit.
So sick. Yeah, I remember playing Fable 1 a good little bit back in the day, but I never beat it. My brothers beat it. You know, it's funny. Jakey Pigs comes
That
in
was
the
funny,
chat.
too.
He loves the fact that you have Fable sound effects. He's like,
Hell
"What?
yeah,
No
I
way!"
love Fable. Fable's peak.
And then when I
I even
added,
have I even got a Fable. Fucked up an evil.
fuck out of an evil dog.
Knock the fuck out of my camera.
Oh, I see it too, right
Speaking
up
of
there.
Jakey
Dope.
Pigs, right appears right in the chat right when I say his name.
I shit. I thought you were
You planned that out, didn't you?
I didn't straight up.
Planned.
Maybe I did. No,
Paid
I'm kidding.
actor.
What's good,
My homie
Jake?
even got me this thing. I'm missing the
I wonder if I can change the
one of the
font size in this
masks,
thing.
but
Oh,
little
that's
Fable
fire.
jam.
Oh, what?
The sword of Aeons and shit.
Yo, what?
It's like
Clean.
custom made. It was supposed to be like thinner and like stained, and it had like a little thing, but the guy I think kind of fucked it up. I don't know. It's a custom made
What's the
thing.
base?
It's like
Is it wood? Yep.
this is wood, yeah.
Yep.
Oops, it's upside down. It's made with love and from Russia or something like that. Or is that upside down
Yeah.
again?
Now it's upside down.
There we go.
There it is.
Backwards on my
From
screen.
Russia
so-
with love, yeah.
That's so sick. That's so clean.
yeah.
Type shit, dog.
Yo,
So,
cute.
No Q.
hi Q. What's up? So you're my thing is, I guess my question leading into this, you are a huge connector on Twitch. So many people know you, and you're really kind of
Everywhere.
involved with so many communities. How did that start? Did you feel like that would be kind of your position, or do you feel like you try to maintain that, or does it just you're just having a fun, good time?
I don't know. I'm always kind of like a glazer. Like I'm always like, anyone's got something going on, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm hyping it up. My cousin has a band, and I'll be hyping that shit up. I'm making
Right.
memes for him and stuff, and he's posting them, and just always been kind of like, I just like doing that, like hyping people up, try to get them bigger and shit.
Mhm.
And
I noticed too. Harmphrey's the one to always be connecting people and hyping them up, and
tight shit. Yeah, biggest glazer, number one glazer on Twitch.
like I always look
Krispy
back. I was like
Kreme
when
glaze, dog.
when Eyes and I like first started streaming and stuff. We look back and like when we met Harmphrey, he was like, "Oh, you should meet this dude. You should meet this dude over here. Oh,
Yeah.
you should meet this dude
Yeah,
over
tight
here." We're
shit,
like,
yeah.
damn, man, he's connecting us with everybody.
Yeah, we
Next thing you know, we
yeah.
got a big ass community behind us now.
met a
Right.
frick ton of people through you, dog. It's crazy.
I just like
Crazy.
people. I want my homies to be in the chat, so if like I don't know, it's like bringing a friend to a party instead of just going to a party alone.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I like that shit. If I go to a party and I can bring a friend or two, I'm cooking.
What's funny is sometimes I've noticed watching your streams or sometimes in my streams, sometimes you're like an hour and a half in, and
Mhm.
then out of nowhere the viewership just skyrockets because all the homies just then realize an hour
Yeah.
and a half later, like, oh, they're streaming, cool. Then it goes,
Right.
it just skyrockets.
We all just come in like a whole squad, like, "What's up?"
and
That
it's sick
shit,
that way
that
because
shit.
everybody starts just chatting with each other. I mean,
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's weird. I I had the thought of starting the Antiperfectionist thing, being like, okay, cool, we're building the community, but you realize that you just kind of mesh with other communities, and you're all part of this thing as one. And
Yeah.
then I see that, like, for me, I thought I was running a community fairly well, but then I look at you, and it's just like, damn, you run it way better than I do.
Nah.
It just seems so easy too. Like, damn.
I think you run it better. I mean, I don't know. You connect a lot of people and make a lot of people feel good. I think about themselves.
Type shit.
I hope. I mean,
Squad.
do you know that's the impact, or is
So
it?
I can see the impact sometimes, like all other homies will start saying words that I say, like Jones and shit,
Dude,
And I'm like, damn,
you got
Type
that's
shit.
me, type shit, yeah.
I mean, I got people on wrist. Thankfully, there's
Wrist,
that
type
one.
shit, or
Little
wrist.
wrist. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, I have the sound effect in Discord. I think. Oh, it's locked in here. Damn, that doesn't make sense because
Yeah.
it's part of. Oh no. There we go.
Yeah, eyes. Because when
Shit.
you had first started, you were already creating your own vocabulary and stuff, and people started catching on to that.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, oh my
shit,
god,
bad.
and goddamn, like,
Yeah, I
Type
guess.
shit.
Yeah, I guess people do say that kind of stuff, don't they? Yeah,
yeah.
that feels good. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't discount myself. But I definitely feel like so many more people say type shit now. And John and it is Shalex, the whole Shalex meme, dude. That is.
Shayla.
It feels like that's only
Yeah.
growing too. That's like a community in itself.
Permanent change. Like my coworker sent me a letter, or gave me a Christmas card, right?
Mhm.
And it says it's always much more entertaining to come to work on the days you work. I hope that the Jones, like a Jones soda I be drinking all the time, brings
Yeah.
you much joy, and that your burgers are always cold.
What's funny? I've thought about making a song lyric with that too. Something to do with Shalex
Nice
getting
shit.
scammed, or like
Yeah.
burgers always cold.
Yeah.
It just crossed my
A
mind like
cold day
last
like a
week.
burger.
Avery said Shalex isn't just a meme; it's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle type shit.
He knows what he's
A
talking
large
about.
stick of Ram.
Yeah, we're always
This
building
one?
on it. You say what?
My gaming laptop.
Oh,
Big old
yeah.
stick of Ram. So I keep moving it.
It is kind of a
Dude,
big old
though.
Oh
stick.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it looks like RAM if
It
I get
does.
like that.
Sick.
Yeah.
It's clean, dude. How many gigabytes is that RAM? Oh, it's 4.
Four.
4.
I got an old computer.
4 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
That's
I think she had 16. I can't remember.
Oh,
I
on
know
your
my
laptop?
laptop has
Yeah,
an
mine's only
Yeah.
16. I think this summer I'm gonna upgrade. I think the rumor mill is saying that Apple's gonna put a
No, it's 8. Never mind.
new chip in their computer, so
Yeah.
I'll upgrade, and hopefully the stream quality just goes better. I don't have to worry about cameras bugging out and overheating and
Yeah.
stuff. I won't get a laptop this time. Is that all you do? Is run on a laptop?
Yeah, just a little laptop.
Yeah.
And then I can't play any games on it, so I use just Xbox and use a capture card.
Oh yeah. I don't.
For a while, my laptop had the fan wasn't working. It would make this
I
sound
remember.
like chunk, 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 chunk.
And,
And,
I had that happen before.
So like it kept like overheating, it super hella hot and shit. And I kept taking it apart and looking at everything, put it back together, take it apart, back together. Just like take the cover off. You can upgrade this laptop, and I looked at I cleaned everything, and I kept moving the fan, and a little piece fell off. Like a couple of like I don't know, looks like a pimple or something. It fell off of it, and
The hell?
now it works fine. So for a while, streams were like it'd be like really choppy. For a while, if I had Snapcam on, I couldn't have Discord open when I was streaming. It was wild.
I need to get.
Oh,
Now
that's
it's smooth
ridiculous.
sailing. So
I need to look back into Snapcam. I had it installed on here, I think, for a moment. I don't know if I do now. That's another thing.
It was the same
you
shit.
have resources left and right for Twitch, too.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
Did you just look into all that stuff, or how do you typically find those resources? Is it just looking, or is it just through experience and getting to know other people on Twitch? I'm extending the question because I know you're muted, so I'm trying to make sure you're ready
Yeah.
to answer.
thanks. A little Stalin.
Yeah.
A little Joseph.
Okay.
And no.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Type shit.
no.
No.
Before I started streaming, I would ask people like what they use. What kind of camera they had, what kind of how do you do these filters, how do you do that stuff, and kind of built up stuff before I started streaming, and I realized like I kind of want people to not have to go through the struggles that I went through, or other people are going to go
Right.
through, like using Streamlabs and converting over to OBS, or like not knowing how something works. I make things easier, so I'm like, I just want to kind of like make like a little like I made a master doc list of like all the stream resources, like software and Triggerfire and all that stuff, and just
Right.
just learning
Yeah.
from other people.
It's interesting because you use Triggerfire, and you're on Windows. I use Triggerfire because like the only resource I have for that type of stuff on being on
Yeah,
Mac OS.
it's like a browser source, so it's kind of cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really useful though. I love it.
that's what you have it too, don't you? Prominent.
Yeah.
Then I got the muted unmute button from you. That's permanent. That stays on my Steam
Oh
Deck,
yeah, tight shit.
bottom right corner, every single
Hell
page that
yeah.
I have. Other
Nice.
than like the sound effect page, but
Mhm.
yeah,
I need to get me a Steam Deck at some point. Oh my goodness.
They're pretty clean.
they're pretty. I don't think you need more than the what is this, 15? Yeah,
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
the 5x3 is fine.
I would go if I would upgrade eventually, but that's because you have a lot of filters and stuff. But I'm cooking with the 15. I got on a crazy good like deal on like an Amazon truck. They don't even do it anymore. It's the last day. Used to get text messages every single week, like Amazon truck, this that, this deal, get this week,
Wait,
and
what do you
then
mean?
I was like, oh shit, Stream Day.
Amazon truck. Wait, what is this?
There's this thing called it was called Treasure Truck. It was like some random like text I used to get every day through Amazon, and they'd give me like deals or whatever. And I was like, none of this interests me. And then it said Stream Deck, and I was like, ooh. So I got one for like $90 or something like that. And then like 2 weeks later, they're like, they're shutting the Treasure Truck down. They're like, all right, cool, I got a pretty good deal.
That's kind of crazy. I
Probably
wonder if
just
it's
survived
the.
it.
I wonder if it's a return. Sometimes. Do you know
I
who?
don't know, it was brand new. It had like a seal and everything.
Do you know who Danny Gonzalez is on
Could
YouTube?
have been like refurbished or something like that, maybe.
Well,
Danny Gonzalez?
he did a
No.
video about Amazon returns and stuff, and evidently you can go to warehouses that just carry a full pallet, a giant box of just various returned items for Amazon, and you
Damn,
just don't know what you're going to
hella
get.
cheap.
Because
Okay.
and when you return something on Amazon or just pretty much anywhere, they really don't have an easy way to just take it back and resell it. They pretty much just
Yeah.
trash it. It's crazy. It's just
It's
completely.
kind of like a storage unit, like buying a
Yeah,
storage unit.
yeah,
Kinda shit.
exactly, kind of. But
Kinda
So they
cool.
probably got like all kinds of stuff that people just return. It's just like up for grabs and
yeah,
stuff,
it's
essentially.
crazy. You'll be surprised, and for various reasons too. Like they accidentally
Imagine
ordered
that.
the wrong color, return it. The store can't really take it back. I mean, it varies depending on like who the distributor is and stuff. But it's kind of wild. Sometimes
Yeah.
fucked up.
Imagine
And
you
evil.
work at like an Amazon warehouse and like one of your benefits is like, oh, you can just take whatever's one in the like return bin. Like we're not gonna do anything with those. Like,
Damn.
look and
That's
see what
kinda
you can
clean.
find. Like
Yeah.
you get access to the lost and found every day after work. Like
Kind of clean.
that's a
Just buy
benefit
something,
for you.
return it, and then seal it.
Exactly.
Dude, you talked about StreamerBot. I would love to have StreamerBot. Brianna Brittany has StreamerBot, and it's sorry, I'm reading chat. This for anybody on audio. Just went to chat. There was a question about
Mhm.
Triggerfire, which is the thing for triggering sounds and sometimes visuals and stuff like that on your stream. But if you
Yeah.
are on Windows, you have a lot more options, and StreamerBot is one of the most popular and I think free options. I think it takes a little bit of a learning curve, but it is super versatile and very complex. It can do a lot for you. But I know somebody who uses it, and man, she can do
Yeah.
so much with it.
I think Chorn uses it. I think Choose uses it too for like the dongos, and Chorn uses it for the farts.
Hmm.
You get like that redeem, and it clicks up. You got your first, second, third, fourth of the day, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have to
Like a
have it all in
check-in is
Triggerfire.
the word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I didn't even know StreamerBot was the thing. I've been using Triggerfire because that's just the one that Harmphrey told me about, and it was just it's easy. It's an easier learning curve, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
I think StreamerBot is kind of like I would tell me if this is a bad comparison. I would take StreamerBot and Triggerfire and kind of compare them in the way that I would compare Stream Elements or I'm sorry, Streamlabs and OBS. OBS is way more bare bones, but super complex, and Streamlabs is more user friendly and easy, but it uses more CPU, and
I can see it.
I think it's a little more limited compared to OBS.
Yeah, that's why I prefer OBS because I tried Streamlabs before when I first started, and it was just I didn't. OBS, I feel like I have more freedom.
Yeah.
Mine just use less CPU, so I was like, all right, I'm trying to. I'm on the
Exactly.
laptop, so I'm trying to keep as much down as I can.
Do you have plans to
Exactly.
upgrade?
Eventually, one of the biggest things is a Snapcam. If I got rid of Snapcam, it doesn't have all the filters, so I can't gate her out. And,
It's Black Friday, you fucking losers. I love it. It's tight shit.
Or the 4 inches is ever rich.
Yeah, I love that one too. Yep. It's so cool.
tight shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, if I upgraded, I wouldn't have Snapcam. I have to get the and I might lose the filters, so I'm like nervous about upgrading.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I was able to get Snapcam somewhat on mine. I think I remember, but it was probably in the summer when I last tried it. When you recommended it to me.
If I open Snapcam, it's just a big old white screen with I can't click on anything.
Yeah, I remember.
I can go to my settings and stuff. There's no filters I can use.
I remember getting to a filter page, but they were all just blank gray rectangles or something like that. And I would click on them, and I don't remember if they did anything.
Right.
It was a little in depth. I didn't want to really go into.
Yeah, they cut support of it a year or two ago or something like that.
Do you know why?
And people probably just didn't want to support it anymore. Like the usage cost, whatever the fuck it was, like the servers.
Yeah.
So someone has a bunch of offline filters they uploaded. That's what that plugin does, like 10,000 or something like that. But I don't know if there's millions of filters. So
what was
I don't know if
the plugin? So you get Snapcam, and you download the filter pack, and then there's a plugin that you use with it.
Yeah, let's see. Someone said, was it Stream Fog? Was it 10 months ago? Must have been new.
10 months ago.
Yeah, that's clean.
Let's see. I'll get this little video real quick.
While you're pulling that up, I'll read Toxic. He said, aforementioned VTuber used Twitch Studio at first. There were so many simple things that were just not possible. She had to do nonsense green screen, which was chroma key on a black instead of green, to get the transparency to work. And since it doesn't support the transparency in VC face natively, it keyed out parts of her hair along with the background. And that's Twitch Studio instead of OBS. It's interesting. People kind of, you see it, even I see OBS. I know that OBS is pretty in-depth and powerful, but it's actually insane how deep OBS can go, not just for live streaming, but video production too. It's a whole it's a whole thing.
Yeah, OBS is pretty nice.
Want to go into it.
I use it for school, for recording videos and shit.
Yeah, I use it for YouTube videos. I know Jakey Pikes does too. Jakey Pikes does this weird way of recording his YouTube videos. He records two 1080p screens on one source, like two screens stacked on top of each other. Clean. Oh, you can bring Raven. You're good.
If I can bring Billy, you can bring Raven.
Yeah.
I could let in the outdoor cat.
Let him run around and shit.
Yeah. What's on your mind, Prominent?
I'm over here thinking about just one thing I was curious about with Harmphrey is that out of all the games that you played, like retro-wise so far, like what was one of your favorites and why?
Oh, my favorite? Man, Shattered Dimensions and Captain America game are really good. Edge of Time, Spider-Man was good. Shattered Dimensions was you play as Spider-Man. You play as the symbiote Spider-Man, Spider-Man Noir, and then 2099. So like all different type of levels, and each one has like their own. Like 2099, you have to be like stealth. You can't like get into fights too much. You have to kind of like sneak in the shadows and stuff and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America felt like kind of open worldy, kind of like Uncharted or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. Those were pretty peak.
What's one where you felt like you were not really so into it?
I think Spider-Man Friend or Foe. It felt like it was too easy for me. Like it would have been really fun if I was like 12, or
Yeah.
10 playing with my brother. And if I knew about this game, like I knew it existed, we'd love that game. We'd play it all the time if I knew it existed. It's one of those games. I was like, this is really easy. It's kind of repetitive, but the characters are cool. But I was like, man, it's all right. Thor was ass. I hated Thor. It was so much fun, like
I
for
Thor.
remember you. I
content,
remember
but
watching you play that shit. You getting so
yeah, the Thor
frustrated.
game. That shit was ass. Oh my god. I spent like 5 hours or like an hour per level or something. Uh and like 2 hours on the final boss. And I was like, I'm beating this game today. I'm beating it. And I did like a 5 hour stream or something. And I was like, I'm beating it. We gotta get rid of this game. I don't want to play this no more. I don't want another day where I play this game. And this kept getting cooked. All the enemies, like, I'll be doing mad combos on them. And they're just like, oh, it's like, 3% health. And I was getting
Did you
cooked.
just
So
Like they're so
annoying.
me? Like,
squishy.
what is this? Like,
Yeah. But when I beat it, I was like, "Oh my god, finally!" So it was definitely the worst game I played, but like the most fun game I played. Iron Man, oh my god, Iron Man 2. Avery says, uh, the final
What
boss.
the
So I was
fuck?
doing like this build where I was like, "Oh, I can do this thing," and so I'd fucking try this boss, and I'd beat him. Then he'd have a second phase, and I beat him third phase, beat him fourth phase, beat him fifth phase, and it was the exact same every time. And you have to like pop out to like do like a couple shots and you have to like go back on the wall.
So
And if you
annoying.
popped it for too long, he would two shot you and you'd die instantly. So it was
that's some
ass.
So
bullshit. Oh my
annoying, dude.
Yeah. Like
Hulking
I haven't had
out.
a game like that
Hulking out.
in a while. I'm hulking
Oh.
out. Tight shit.
I remember it was the Star Wars before you played Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace on PlayStation.
Mhm.
I'm bringing up both of them, but I don't remember which one it was before Phantom Menace that you were playing. But you were
Uh-huh.
stuck on this platformer part for like a good hour and a half, 2 hours almost,
Oh my
just
god.
stuck on one spot. And
Was it
you
was
were
it
getting,
Jedi
you were
Power
getting,
Battles?
it may have been you were getting irritated. I think
God,
it was PlayStation
I didn't
One.
finish the game.
I think it was
Yeah,
PlayStation One.
PS1.
Yeah, it had to have
It's
been.
gotta be Jedi
It,
Power Battles. They remastered it. It came out today actually.
you gonna play it?
And yeah, once I beat KOTOR 1 and 2, that's the next game. I pre-ordered it and everything, so I'm ready.
Hell
Hopefully
yeah!
I can get past Coruscant because that game is so long. Like you go through this whole level and it's like the length of like 3 levels. Uh and then you die, you have 5 tries and there's no checkpoints. So you have to like go back like half the level and like I'm not doing this anymore.
Good grief, dude! Are you
I
kidding
think I
me?
spent like 3 streams on it, so
So stupid. Then you played Star Wars Episode 1. Dude, I told you that game was annoying.
yeah.
I told you. That
At least I beat
Phantom
it though,
Menace.
so
Did you beat it without cheats?
yeah, beat without cheats.
How?
Only game I've ever cheated with was Blade 1 because that was like impossible.
Yeah,
There's like
I
no
think
way.
I
I
was
had
there
no
for that.
ammo, no health. So I was like, I'm not starting the game over.
I did that recently on a mobile game. It had it.
Oh yeah.
I had it. It had it to
on a
where.
mobile game though.
Yeah, on a mobile game. I
Cheating on a mobile.
kind of
That's
rage
sad.
quit and deleted the app because I was pissed off because it was making me. It was giving me. You had to do this goal in this specific time frame, but it was set up to where the items that you needed were not. The game wasn't giving it to you essentially, no matter
Oh
what.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
had to watch a 30-second ad to get 30 seconds more
Naturally.
time, and then they still wouldn't give you the item that you need. So they'd be like, "You want to continue? Watch another 30-second ad."
You're like, I'm not doing this shit
So I
no more.
deleted it and
Too many ads.
found a modded version of the game where it was like infinite money, no ads. I was like, hell yeah,
Nice,
hell yeah, let's
perfect.
do it like that. And then I still deleted the game because it was like, busted or something. I don't 100% remember it stopped working. But I hate ads. I hate advertisements so much. It just
God, yeah.
They're
pisses
fucking.
me off. Like I don't mind if the game is functional and they're like, hey, buy our game for $3. I'm like, all right, that's fine, whatever. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, we'll give you an impossible task unless you watch a 30-second ad multiple times.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing this shit.
No.
I'm a sucker though. Like I be playing a game. It's like, oh, you watch this ad, or whatever. And I was like, this game's, and it has one of those playable ads. You
Mhm.
can play the game while you're waiting for the ad to finish. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool.
Oh,
I'll install
what?
it.
That's a
You
Or
know,
thing?
like,
yeah,
or
you
like
ever see
tower
that?
defense, like survival type shit.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah, the ones
Man,
with the little
are those
dude,
games
you have to
even
go
real,
save.
bro? Because I see them shits
Yeah.
everywhere.
Some of them
Those
fucking
games
suck.
are real.
I'm
You
gonna
have like a little
wait.
gun. You have to go through little you have like two sides. You can go like, oh, 5+5 enemies or
Yeah,
double damage,
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, those games.
And
Yeah,
like a wave of enemies is like coming on the other side or something like that.
yeah. I've been playing
I
those,
tried it
and
a couple times. It's like you can't win it, bro. Like what the?
yeah, I'm like, I'm not done with that. It's like, get double the health for an ad. I'm like, all right, I'm uninstalling. I'm not playing this anymore.
Yeah, that's how I
Like,
am,
get the
dude.
shit out of my face. Like,
I like how Prominent. I'm waiting for Prominent just like to bust out an ad read or something. Like, is that even a real game? Because I tried playing that and they get that shit on the side to you. It's nowhere near as fun as Raid Shadow Legends. Have you heard of that game?
Those games are great, but it's nowhere near.
Oh
as
yeah,
good
by
as
the way,
Satisfaction.
this podcast is brought to you by. No, just playing.
Plus, you look cooking in that hat, dog. That's clean as hell. I see
Tight
you.
shit. That's
You
kind of
like the
I
hat? I
see
figured
you.
I had to upgrade a little bit. You
Yeah,
know.
boy.
tight,
Yeah,
tight.
boy. I see
Oh
you.
yeah.
The type, man. Shit like
Hell
Shaq
yeah.
Sim would never put ads in game. You just need to pay $16.99 or a $5 wish card. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thing.
Ain't nothing but a thing. Yeah. Wait until Shaq OS 13.7 comes out. That's gonna be the sickest update.
Shaq always.
So how'd you meet Nick?
Shaq food.
Nick Howard.
Yeah. 'Cause
I
he
met
was
Nick Howard
two
through.
episodes ago.
Yeah, I met
Yeah.
him through Sir Pugs. I was randomly browsing Instagram one day and I was looking at like stories. I don't know why. And someone was playing Pokemon Arceus, and I just bought that for Crow. Because like it's like a new Pokemon game. Like I had a different formula,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, I might be interested in playing this. I'm gonna see what it looks like, you know. So I watched their stream and hung out and stuff, and they had like ads. Like the ad was like quite a bit. So like, fuck it, I'll subscribe. And then and hung out and shit like that, and they're pretty cool. We became friends, and then they either they rated Pug Nick or Nick rated them at some point. And they didn't return the favor. And I popped in, followed, and kind of closed out, you know, and went back to what I was doing. And then Nick popped in my stream. I was playing Spider-Man 3, and he was like,
Sick.
I was playing this part where there's like these jade temple, whatever. Like these guys have jade armor and like samurais or ninjas or something like that, and they were fucking kicking my ass. Like
Right.
I was getting fucking cooked, and the tilt incident, yeah, and I was
The
getting
tilt
cooked,
setting.
and it was like I was like maybe 2 hours into the stream or something, and he pops in, and I was already doing. I did 7 other missions, and I tried it 7 times and failed it. Did a different mission, failed 7 times. Like, I'm gonna try this other guy, and then so I'm like 14 missions on 14
Good
losses down,
grief, dude.
you know.
Jeez.
Oh my
And
God.
so I fight this guy. I don't know the combos. I wasn't like paying attention at all, so I was kind of just doing regular shit, and I was getting fucking cooked. And Nick pops in and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, and you guys are all talking in chat. Had a new person come in and they're talking like kind of vibing and shit. And Nick's like, "How's it going, man? How's Spider-Man or Spider-Harm?" And I was like, "Uh, I'm tilted. I fucking hate this game." You know, like,
This game sucks. I want to get rid of
this
this.
game
Shit.
sucks, dog. But
I
I'm
hate
like
this
talking
game.
and keeping up with chat, keeping up with the game at the same time, and I was like, they're having a good time, and I'm fucking getting cooked and shit, and then like a couple days go by, right? And he streams. And then Pugs messaged me, he's like, "You're killing Nick." And I'm like, What did I do? So I pop into stream and he's playing Kenna, and he's like he's getting kind of cooked a little bit. And he's randomly just playing, right? And he goes he starts laughing, you know? And everyone's like, What's funny? And he's like, No, nothing, you know. And then he's like, I hop in, I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, ah! He fucking starts dying and shit, you know? And he's like, "I was thinking about your stream, dude. How you fucking got tilted." He's like, "I'm so fucking tilted," you know? And he watched my stream like live on stream, whatever, or my VOD.
Yeah, your VOD.
And I was like, "This guy's fucking cool as shit." Like I thought he's just some random dude, you know, I just follow and wouldn't hang out, but he was funny and shit and hang out and came as mod and stuff like that. If I could fight for my life, nobody else has to fight for mod, you know. Like, but like they had a poll for me, and like people could put points and shit,
Yes.
and I was like clicking hella hard and shit. People were like voting like,
Yeah.
"No, don't make a mod." I went on like 3 different accounts. I called Crow, I was like, "Dude, vote for me, please." My
Vote for
brother's
me,
account made him
please.
vote for me.
Please.
Vote for me for president. For class
Please.
president.
Crow came in
Please vote for
clutch.
me.
Crow came in clutch.
The poll was bullshit, and every single mod since then is like, "Oh yeah, I'll make you mod." You know, like, and I was like, "What?" So tight shit.
Of course. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It's funny because that's kind of how it was for you and me. I was following you for a while, and it was the same. We just, well, dude,
Yeah.
it was a couple months since
Yeah, and my brother started saying shit. He's like, "Who are you? You know, who is this? What's your name?"
I
And I was
was
like,
gonna
"Dude, just
bring it
chill."
up.
Like,
I was gonna bring that
yeah,
up, but like I was
yeah,
like, nah, I won't bring it up. But now we'll bring it up. I
right,
remember the first
yeah.
time I
Oh,
stepped
he's
in your stream. I was
uh-huh.
like, "What's up, dog? How you doing?" And you're like, "Yo, man, good to see you. Welcome in."
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, what you playing? What is this? What you got going on?"
Uh,
Just like mad cooking. And then this one guy's like, "Who are you?" I'm like,
Who are
eyes.
you?
Like,
Like, what the
like, what are you doing here? Almost like that type of beat. I'm like,
oh, like, what the fuck? Like,
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 okay.
dude, chill. Like, you know, it's my homie.
I
Yeah.
remember Harmphrey being like, no, don't be like that. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's fine. Why?
Yeah.
Just chill out."
It's like, like, 'cause I guess my brother met someone at some like bicycle camp, whatever, or
Uh-huh.
motorcycle camp, and he said that he uses Switch, and he told him my stream, and he thought it was him. He thought you were him, and
Oh,
I was like, that's such a small, like, very minute, like,
so small.
chance,
Yeah.
you know,
Your
that he's the
brother's
same
younger than you,
person.
right?
Yeah, he's a little older than me, but
Oh, he's a
he's
little
on the
older.
spectrum.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
But then I
yeah,
think something happened recently too, where he was kind of like that too. He popped in like my chat or something, and then you had to say
really,
something
it's
again.
funny.
I'm trying
Let me
to
see it.
remember. I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
See. It was a while ago,
I
but
can't
I
remember
feel
his
like it
name.
was recent.
Yeah,
I don't 100% remember, but it
I can't
ain't
remember his
nothing
name
but a
either.
thing. It ain't nothing but a
Yeah,
thing.
right.
But it was funny.
But yeah,
I don't
just a
remember his name
random
either.
little like sparks, you know.
Yep. And then you probably met Prominent through this
I think I
stream,
met him through you. Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm thinking too. As far as I can remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
saying the what wow and shit, and then I was like, oh shit, that
Oh
shit.
yeah, dude, that's become that
Type
what
shit.
What
wow
wow?
what that's
Yeah.
right.
Isn't
That's
prominent?
right.
Oh my god.
Now
Yeah.
we got Toxic doing it. Choose is doing it. You ever hear Choose do it? It's so funny.
Tight shit.
I
That's
just
so
heard him do it
cool.
yesterday. That shit was so funny.
She's like, I'm
I was like,
bad at it. I'm
part
like,
of the
you're really not.
studio.
You're really
You
not that
kind of
bad.
cooking though.
And then Nick does it sometimes. Like, what? Whoa, is that freaking eyes? The Shardis, my
His voice
man.
up there, like we can't.
And then the my man comes from Avery, and Nick at the same time. My man. It's clean.
It's
It's
so funny how
perfect.
more and more people try to do that now. Like us three pretty much just started that whole thing. Now everybody else does it.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, sound bites. Thank you for the resub. 18 months was insane. Wow.
Soundbite's okay.
Good to see you, bro. How are you doing? Thank you for the resub. That's super kind of you.
Toxic.
You say what? Oh yeah, you should do it. Do it.
All right. What? Wow, is that Harmphrey and eyes? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What?
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Is that toxic? It started just you ASMR. That's gonna be a clip now. You know that. It's probably gonna be a clip. Someone's gonna soundbite that. I could put put it to the surprise box.
Yes,
Add it
please
in the
do. That'll
box.
be hilarious.
Clean.
The surprise box and all they hear is just what? Wow. Like
But then so I met Harmfrey through Chorn, and I met Chorn through
Mhm.
Brianna Brittany. And Chorn's a big dub.
did that mean Brianna Brittany through you eyes or Fat Loud?
You met her through somebody else because I remember what she told me is I started chatting in Fat Loud stream,
I can't remember.
and she was modding for him, I think. And she and I just started chatting in the chat room.
Yeah.
And then she kind of like clicked on my username to see, a little bit about me to see if I was just some griefer or some troll. And she saw that you were a mod for my channel. She's like, immediate follow. She's like, Prominent? It's easy. It's
Tight shit.
I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm in the right place, right time. Thanks for being a decent person, Prominent.
Hell yeah.
Right. The pleasure is all mine.
Torn and Harmfree are connected. That adds up to BH. I
Yep.
feel like
Everybody is connected at this point.
yeah, then
Yeah, like I was saying, Zach Efron, No Functional Purpose. They rated someone named Ari Bean things, and they did art and stuff. And then she rated somebody
I think
who's not a very
know
good
that
person
one.
anymore. Yeah, I think you rated her once.
I think
She's pretty
so.
cool.
Yeah.
I I was just listening to streams. She's really talented. I followed her like I think I was there for her 400 followers special, whatever. Now she's like a 4,000, 4 or 5,000.
No way.
Crazy work
Damn.
to see.
Really?
Bro,
The
yeah,
glow up.
yeah. And then she rated somebody who nobody of us talk to anymore. He's not a very good person. And they were dating. They were friends with Choose, and they rated Choose, and they started dating and stuff, and then break up and a bunch of like that.
Yeah,
But his
a
friend
little
group,
drama.
I was friends with some of their friends, and uh, somebody in one of their streams was talking about emo music, and I was like, oh shit, emo music, that's kind of cool shit, and that was Chorn, and I popped in Chorn's stream and homies now, and and then all the people through Choose I met, and so all stems back from the start,
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people do choose now. We got like
Yeah.
Bai, we have Psy,
Yeah, I know, right?
Hora, Crescendo.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
the homies.
She's
Yeah,
good, toxic.
so-
Don't worry. She's just chilling.
Like
She's
shit.
just chilling.
yeah, it's funny.
What about your guys' journey? How'd you guys? I'll start with Twitch
Ooh.
first, and we'll get to music in a second.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, with Twitch, I think I don't even remember when I first started. I think it was like almost 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. But I didn't have any of like a following back then either, because I was just like, you know what? It seems like fun. I want to give it a try. Something that's been on my mind. It's like, I figured just to help me with like getting used to like production and just being in front of people and just like performing and stuff like that. It was just like a fun idea at the time.
Yeah,
I first tried it, when I first tried it, like my computer and all that stuff wasn't over here. It was like over there in my apartment. So like if you were to see like my very first stream, like it looked way different. You could tell like it was like a first stream and like whatever.
damn.
One of your clips.
The window in the
I'm pretty
background and
sure I
shit.
know.
Yeah. And then that's why I was like, you know what? I'm gonna move the computer over here, like close to the window. That way I can have like a better like view or whatever of me like playing and stuff. And then that's why I had the camera over here. And then you can see like the little like fake fireplace I had on like my TV back there and all that stuff, so people could
That
see
shit.
that. And then that's when I like
Fucking-
shifted the camera over here, and then to where it is now. And usually, like you can see like the kitchen and all that stuff back there. And I was like, okay, it looks like an actual like comfortable place now.
Nice, yeah.
That's
The
then,
purple
like,
channel.
the clip I know.
Yeah, back then I was
you were like
trying
rage
stuff.
quitting. There's an old clip of you like rage quitting. It's hilarious.
Oh, are you talking about like the video game clips and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, that was like way back, like years ago.
Wait, so
Before I, like,
started
that's
learning
like the
to play.
very start.
You're playing
Yeah,
Half-Life, like fuck these boxes. Ah.
yeah. That was like when I like first started streaming. That was like years ago, like 2016 maybe, something like
so
that.
do you not consider that the start? Was that just? I mean,
I think that was like an experimental phase when it came to streaming, because
yeah,
like
I think so.
back then there was like another streaming platform called Hitbox. I don't know if anybody y'all heard of that.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was like another like
I think so.
competitor of Twitch back then, but it was where I like started streaming on, because one of my favorite YouTubers, when it came out, that's what he started streaming on as well. Because he was like, yeah, fuck Twitch, I'm going to Hitbox, is the better one anyway. And it was for a while, like it was fun. Like I met a lot of like my cool friends that I still know to this day, like through Hitbox and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And people were like, okay, he's actually like a decent streamer, but I didn't do any music stuff at all. I was just playing games.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to now, and it's just like I wanted to try streaming again, but I was like, I don't want to do gaming. I want to focus primarily on music, because that's what I'm more focused on now.
Yeah.
So once I started doing that, every stream the ideas were starting to pour in. Like it started out as me doing like like the regular like, oh, send me a request, I'll try to do a song like all the other music streamers do,
Right.
know. And that's just like all they do, and it's just like, yeah, I want to do that too, but I want to do way more than that.
Yeah. Looks like Hitbox.
And like even to
became
this day now, it's still like starting to develop and all that stuff. Now I'm starting to like do like different like stream categories for different days. Like one day I'll do like this theme or this theme, So
Nice shit. I love themes. I'm a sucker.
yeah, and that's when Eyes came into one of my streams one day when I was doing a stupid karaoke stream. For
And I hate
whatever reason.
karaoke too. Like I really don't like karaoke. Out of all things.
I don't even remember why I was doing it that day. I think I was just bored, and I was like, I want to stream something. Let's just do karaoke. Screw it. Like,
And then
and
you
that's when
started.
you came in.
Then you started to. Then you started to play one of your own things or the Iwi or something. I was just jamming along the guitar. Then you followed me
Yeah.
back. Probably one of your biggest regrets. biggest regrettable decisions. Stopping into
Definitely.
some of my streams, especially yesterday's, where it's so unhinged. It's fun.
When is it not unhinged nowadays?
Yeah, my streams. Yeah, they're pretty
Like when you
pretty
first
far
started,
gone.
like it was like unhinged, but it wasn't as unhinged. Like you were still like breaking the ice when it came to streaming and everything.
Did you like
Like when you
them
first,
better? You can be honest. Did you like the streams better back in the days?
I like the way they are now. Honestly,
Oh, that's good.
I like
Yeah,
them now
it's
way better.
type.
'Cause
It's
back
an
then, like
improvement.
you look back at those, and it was just like, yeah, those are nice too. And not much has really changed in terms of like personality wise and stuff. And like that was when you were still living in California and all that stuff. So like
The
your
crazy
camera view
part,
looked different and everything.
yeah, the crazy part, I feel like a lot has changed. That's like for me, the confidence is a lot different in how I view
Okay.
things, how I view situations. Even
That's one thing I can say. Like streaming has helped my confidence a bunch. Like I do not have a problem like speaking on like camera or talking on a stage now in front of people and stuff like that. Like streaming has definitely helped my confidence. Not even just with on stream, but like even IRL as well. Like with like my music gigs and stuff. I don't have a problem talking and like to all the people out there in the audience like while I'm on stage and out stuff. Now like
right.
I have legit fun with it. So it's just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
streaming is definitely helped.
I kind of did an open mic I did an open mic a couple weeks ago, almost a month at this point. And
Mhm.
just on stage, there were about 90 people there. It was the biggest live audience
Oh damn.
I've never played
That's
an audience
nice.
bigger than that. I'm pretty sure, but it just was. It felt very natural to me, and I told some
Hell
people
yeah.
like it. I think streaming helps. It's
Yeah.
and
For
I've not
sure.
I've been on stage multiple times in my life, but now it's honestly let me go one thing at a time. Just somebody asked me about being on stage and how it is. I said Twitch helps, and they're like, yeah, but there's no way it helps that much because it's different than a live audience. I'm like, yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
surprised. You'll be surprised how much it actually connects, and because
It really
You
does.
can say some shit like fucked up, and then
you
like
have
the
to be
chat will react hella.
quick
You
on your
know.
feet,
Yeah.
and it's even more fun on stage because the stage is your area and all eyes
Yeah.
are on you.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
even getting on stage, I just remember I try to take a lesson out of it every time I do a performance. And I remember one of the biggest ones that I remember recently within the past few years was take my time when I'm up there. Because when I got up there, I quickly tuned the guitar, quickly put the mic where I needed to go, and just started playing.
That nervousness
Because it
just makes
felt,
you rush everything and
yeah,
stuff.
because seconds feel like so long when you're up there. But then
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I shifted my focus. I was like, you know what? When I'm on stage, this is my time. This is my
I'm
time.
gonna go up
So
here and have
Yeah.
I'm gonna
fun.
take my
Like,
time. The audience is gonna wait. All due respect, I'll give you a show. Don't you worry. But I got to get my setup first so I can give you the best show possible. Let me get the mic
Yeah.
in the right spot, the guitar
Yes.
tune, and everything. And in the meantime, especially communicating with people on Twitch, I'm riffing while I'm doing it. I feel like people ask what I do on stream, and I usually say it's a music stream, but a lot more lately, I just tell people it's more like an improv, just kind of comedy show at some points too, just
Yeah.
a bunch of
Yeah.
nonsense.
Mhm.
Not that I call myself a comedian, but I don't know. People give me feedback that they laugh and have a good time on my stream, so I just try to tell people it's just a kind of a chat show, and whenever I
Yeah.
can, I
You
do
tell
music.
people you're a variety streamer, you know. Like,
Essentially, I am. I remember Gavin
Yeah.
Chance was talking about how it's hard to be a variety streamer, and like, he brought up something about being a variety streamer, and I said technically I am. I mean, I do reaction to like MTV stuff, or
reaction to
Yeah.
old
videos,
90s.
like kickbacks and
I'll
all
play
that stuff.
games
And one day
sometimes,
you're working
just
on
chatting,
music.
podcast, music. Yeah, it feels good,
The
and
chat focused music stream. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
as
That's what mine mostly is.
Cheese coins
I feel like I'm a little bit of variety as
Cheese
well.
coins me as the just chatting streamer hiding in the music category, and I think
Yeah.
that everyone knows me as that now. I'm like, damn it, that's my mo at this point.
Yeah.
But I have no shame with it. I'm happy. I think the important thing that I think a lot of people lack in understanding whenever you're doing some sort of entertainment is they're trying to gain an audience instead of really focusing on what makes them happy and just being a magnet to that audience.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing what you love to do, it's much more transparent, and you're gonna attract those types of people that you want. around you.
Rick Golds? Nah.
My
good.
man,
I
Nick
say Gorgos
Howard,
now.
N7. Hell yeah,
Tight
dude.
shit.
How you doing, big dog?
Type big.
The type.
Tight shit.
Type. Yeah.
Nick Paul.
The one thing
That was a
one
little
thing I can say
long-winded,
real
my
quick-
bad.
One thing I can say real quick that streaming is definitely helps with, for me, is just generally speaking my mind when I have nothing to say, you know, because like especially when you're a small streamer and it's just like you're trying to get used to like just talking on camera just
Yeah.
to keep the vibe going,
Mhm.
because people don't like it when you're just sitting there and just being quiet the whole time and stuff like that. And while I do still struggle with that sometimes when I be streaming, like I can definitely tell like it's gotten a lot better. Like I don't have a problem just like talking about what's on my mind. But yeah, I mean you still gotta watch what you say, of course, but it's easy just to
Yeah.
like get your thoughts out there instead of just like being quiet and reserved and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
people want you to talk when you're on stream. Like they want to hear what you have to say, like what's on your mind. Then most people will chat back, you know, and that's how shit gets started.
Really, thank you guys for wanting to know what's on our mind. It makes it easier as a live streamer to have people engaged.
Who
in what
generally
you're-
want to know what's going on with you.
yeah, engage with what you're discussing or what you're doing, or even I love when people derail me. I grab my guitar, I start to tune it, get ready to play, and then chat goes off, and next thing I know, 2 hours later, I'm like, why am I still holding the guitar? I should put this down, focus on the chat, pull you guys up to the main screen. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's kind of like
You ever thought about putting like your chat on slow mode, just in case you want to like reply to the chat and stuff like that?
I've thought about it, but I think I don't know. I also think it's kind
It's
of
fun to get behind.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a funny meme at this point too, because people, I'm a music streamer hiding in the just chatting category, or just chatting hiding in the music category, and then I'm also the streamer that never catches up to chat too. It's just
Yeah. It's fun to be behind because then it means like people are vibing and they're kind of just self-sustaining, you know.
I have gotten
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. And sometimes I've gotten better thanks to feedback from Yolton and Prominent. You've given me feedback too of like, and I'm sure I still do the problem where it takes forever and people kind of want to lose interest in chatting maybe because they say it's going to take a while to get to the message. Yoltz has told me that. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I like if people are having inner conversations with each other, skip, just on to the next. And
Exactly. Yeah.
Kind of keep it rolling.
Just kind of read it real quick and you know.
Instead of just trying to
Yeah.
like
Speed runs.
reply and have it go on a tangent with every single message.
yeah, because I go on
'Cause
tangents.
Other people, it's just
1000% I
like,
go on
oh, they want to wait
tangents.
to see what they have to say about what they commented or whatever.
But I also like to
It's
go
just
on
like-
tangents because I feel like, from my perspective, and maybe I could be wrong here, it feels like if I go on a tangent, I'm relating to a specific chat, and people feel validated and more heard. Now, growing as a streamer, whenever you get more and more viewers, that gets more difficult to do. So yeah, I might have to, you know, put it on slow mode or whatever, you know. But
Yeah.
if the time comes, and then Tox is giving me feedback too about how sometimes my streams would feel jarring going from chatting to music back and forth. So I try to constantly, you know, take in feedback and adjust the stream to where I'm enjoying it, but it's also an enjoyable show for people to watch.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I know you're the same way too, Harmphrey. Like,
Oh,
you-
yeah,
like,
if you get,
you'll
like,
you'll go on
an hour
tangents
or more.
sometimes when it comes to like your chats and stuff, but like you tend to like go through your chat like kind of quickly too at times.
Yeah. I kind of speed run through. I'm like, make sure I read everything.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
If
I
it's just like
noticed.
the general like chat messages, it's like you'll go through those quickly. But if it's like a
Yeah.
different chat message, like, okay, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'll just watch the VOD and I'll be like, oh fuck, I missed their message, you know, like they said something, I should have said something. Or the message
Yeah.
out, I'm like, nah, that'd be fucking weird though. But
Like,
but then I'm like, oh, I gotta lock in, I gotta play this game. Like, all right, you know, I'll get these chat messages, but I'll lock in the
Yeah.
But I'm still like pretty small enough where I can like cut that off, you know, where it's
Yeah.
not like a bunch of messages and not like, you know, leaving anybody out or anything like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's so much easier just to like go through like the general chat messages. It's like, or like you said, like the ones that are just like they're just talking to each other. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about. You just like you can just go past those and just keep going. You
Yeah.
know? Like, oh, they're just having their own
Right.
conversation. It would be weird if I'm just sitting here like, oh yeah, but just butting in their
Right.
conversation or something.
Yeah. You're getting better at it though too, Prominent. Like I've noticed you're a lot more engaging than you used to be, which is really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to be because I noticed that like people they just didn't really like to talk to you in the stream and stuff like that. You know.
But I mean,
It's like I want to focus on the music, but I want to talk to the chat as well. So I try to
Yeah.
like space those out, balance them out. That way, like not one interrupts the other. If that makes sense.
yeah, and I try to keep that in mind too, that people are here for some sort of content or some sort of show, so I try to provide something whenever I can. But at the same time, I remember there was a chatter a couple weeks ago they were kind of complaining. It was somebody shuffled in that none of us knew, and I think Toxic, maybe Harmphrey got on this person too. And they were like, dude, the music is right here in the socials category. Like, check out the Spotify. Right now, it's about connecting to a community and giving them some one-on-one time.
Yeah.
And I was like really happy to have people backing me up there, because that's kind of how I view
It's
it.
like, this is why we have commands, y'all.
Because like, yeah, right. And that's kind of like, whenever I'm here with people, they're the priority to me. And then whenever the chat slows down, that's when I get the hint that people want to start watching something or some sort of actual content, if you will, But in the meantime, it's
ice cold burger. No, that's a privilege. Ice cold burger.
Yeah. Someone get them an ice cold burger. No, it definitely is a privilege, and that's I don't take it for granted. I just appreciate everybody's time and engagement.
I'm talking about the burger. The burger's a privilege. That's
the
reward.
burger's a privilege. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chatting is too, but no, it's a good time. But you guys make it really fun. I'm sure that you guys can attest to that too, as streamers, that the community helps out a lot.
Make a lot of progress.
It really does. It makes it so much more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you got people that are going behind your, like, not going behind your back, but they got your back. And then, of course, you just go in their streams and it's fun to hang out with them as well. It's just a whole back and forth thing. That's what I love about it,
Yeah, and then
especially with our community, because everybody loves what everybody does. So like, everybody's willing to hang out regardless of like what you stream,
Yeah, or I'll be doing something and one of you guys will just start talking shit on me. I'm like, hey. It's fun.
Asshole, yeah.
Calling me out.
Talk shit, we'll jump scare you in the chat or something.
You guys get me, man. You guys get me jump scared, dude.
Like I got you yesterday with the whole wrist while you were talking about shit. I knew it was.
You got me. I think Harmphrey got me. Choose got me. Toxic got me. All yesterday, dude. Yesterday was a Peem stream. I'm afraid. Peem afraid. 3 hours. Wow. But no. But what got me into streaming is, that's a long-winded way of just getting to my stories. I got tired of doing just kind of nothing with my free time and wanted to hold myself a little bit more accountable to making music, and was like, hey, if people make fun of me on stream live for it or try to school me on how to actually make music, then I'll at least learn something new. I mean, I've been making music for a while, but people were a lot more gracious and kind than I realized or imagined that they would be. So
yeah,
it's fun. It's a good time. What are your future stream plans for you guys? Like for me, eventually I want to get to the point. Toxic has really solidified it, but it's been brought up by Prominent and a couple other people in the past that I should kind of do live shows on stream, and I would love to get enough of my content written to where every now and again I do like an hour of my stream is just me performing like a Twitch concert type thing. Start getting different camera angles, different lights, different sound. That's probably years down the road, but it'd be
like, I want to have like multiple camera angles and stuff like that and make it like an actual show,
Mm-hmm.
Like while the camera's like switching cameras, like while I'm playing a song like that, make it like real cinematic, I would love that.
Yeah, I've seen people do that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Get to
like
play Blank Page live. It'd be sick.
Exactly.
It color coca.
Yeah. Oh no, man, my voice. I could do it. I could work up to it. Anyway.
You're like, I need to sit for a minute, y'all. I need some water.
Yeah, I know. It would make it harder to chat because when you're singing that much, and you probably, I don't know if you guys know about it, but when people are in bands or like the lead singer, they sometimes come off really conceited because after a show they're not talking to people. They're not interacting.
They're saving their voice.
They have to save their voice. There are times whenever I'm done with a full 10-hour workday and my voice is tired and I'm like, fuck, I have to stream and manage this and still try to sing or something on stream. But my voice has been great ever since I could stop taking my medication. So it's been great.
Nice.
No, but to answer your question, is like future plans for the streams or my stream as well. Like besides the whole live show thing, I do want to potentially like start adding other stuff in here as well. Like I already told you guys about the themes that I wanted to start doing soon. For like one night it can be like a little like 80s night and stuff like that. So what I was planning on doing with that is like if one day we're doing like an 80s night or something, I'll wear like a little like retro type of like Hawaiian shirt or something like that, and we'll just be playing like only like 80s music and like retro music type stuff or whatever. And then I'll have like the camera like look like it looks like real retro, and then
like a CRT.
You can change like a little like intro, and like it'll be like a like Weather Channel type intro,
That'd be clean.
So like the whole like episode or whatever will be like whole different vibe than like where you're used
clean.
to,
Have you played Balatro?
No, I haven't.
No, there's a CRT filter on it where it kind of makes the thing warped a little bit, like kind of going towards you, and the corners are like black because it's like a CRT. And
that's actually sick.
Yeah,
really
makes it kind of like have little lines and shit too.
Oh, that would be dope as hell.
You can change the effect to make it like more or less, but yeah,
I have the CRT filter on my emulator. I know it's kind of like
nice,
whatever.
Have little lines and shit.
Yeah, it's sweet, but
that's cool.
But no, one thing I really wanted to do in the future, hopefully, I've been trying to do this before, but I'm always having issues and stuff. And you guys were there, like some of the streams I did try to do this was like actual IRL shows, like for my music gigs and stuff, I'll try to like film or stream it or something, but the sound was always clipping or it's just terrible. So it's just like, hopefully if I can get that finished, then I can start streaming those as well, and y'all can actually see me playing like my gigs IRL and stuff instead of just like a regular Twitch stream,
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to in the future. Then it'll be like a whole like actual show instead of just like a stream,
Yeah. Like a one camera,
I think
exactly.
It's good to at least be doing it too. You know what I mean? Like some people have the impression that when you're streaming, you have to have everything set up. It's like, no, make it a product that you improve as you go, and it's a lot more enjoyable for you and I think for the community.
Right.
Moon Dog, thank you for the 7 months, by the way. That's mental. Absolutely insane. Thank you, my good sir. Absolutely crazy.
Nothing really big other than just like beating some games and stuff. Eventually, gets different layouts or something, or like a raid video.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Dual Shocky and his server. He has a roadmap for what games he's playing, and I do the John edits. Of the cover art to games. It'd be kind of cool to have a roadmap. I was like, this is what we're gonna be playing on the stream eventually, and because I have the rank 1 where it shows like all the games that are like upcoming, but it's kind of like out of the way, so it'd be kind of cool to have like a graphic or some shit.
Yeah.
Nothing huge. Just beat some games, get through them.
Dude, if you need Sting music, like a little 30-second loop, let me know.
I was thinking like the Police, like Sting. I was like, the Police, the Sting.
Like if you make a screen of upcoming games, like some elevator music,
that'd be kind of cool. Yeah,
it's what the big W's with the community. I think a couple of recent updates that I want to do. I want to try something. It just crossed my mind last night. I want to have it to where the chat can hit the censor button for like 50 points, and just censor at any point anything that I say. And if they hit it the right timing, I think it'd be hilarious. But the thing is, I don't know how good it would work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's
something you like coming in like starting streaming like right away, and then somebody hits that. It's like, what's going on, people? Welcome to.
Yeah.
You could have it on like an empty file, like 20 seconds, whatever, and then have the censor, so it won't be like an instant trigger.
That's actually a really good idea.
That's what I do for the delayed jump scare.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's like 20 seconds of silence, and then the jump scare, and then an extra 7 minutes, and then another jump scare.
Yeah.
Bang.
It's just it's the same as Surprise Box. It's the treasure box opening sound and blank. Then I add a sound, or don't if it's the nothing. If I'm being fucked up and evil. Yeah.
That's it.
Like, oh, you got nothing? Damn.
Nah. Then I have
nothing. I have nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I have nothing.
and then I have a new raid message idea that I don't think I've ever seen anybody do. So I'm gonna give that a shot, and then hopefully everyone's like, "That's cool. Let me take that." So I don't know. It's nothing crazy, but it's just something fun, Nothing.
Gotcha.
Nothing. Hell yeah.
What about you guys' journey with music? Like, what were you guys like first intros for music? Your music taste, like obviously everyone's music taste changes. You don't stick with one, you know. How'd you guys
I
start
think-
off with?
I think I remember the very first song I can remember was "Owner of the Broken Heart." I think
Oh, by
it's old.
Yes.
I think so. And then
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one.
it's like
I
that's
remember
favorite, yeah.
that. Then I remember one of my most iconic songs that I still love to this day. It still hits so hard is "I Want It That Way" by Backstreet Boys. That's when I
Nice,
realized I was
yeah.
like, oh, music can be like good. Music can be like good. This is sick. This is clean. And then it was Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Eventually we got into
Loneliness
yeah.
is killing me.
Yeah. It's like the best sound. The best sound. I love it.
Freaking love that shit.
I know it's a perfect 100 bitty sound. Then there's it's not gonna play, so don't even think about doing it to anybody. Just so you know, don't waste it because it's the source isn't on here. But then got into Eminem at some point, and my parents were like, nope, no MTV for you guys, and got rid of the satellite TV, and then started
Damn.
discovering things like Linkin Park, and then Evanescence just came out. It was
Or like the band like Disturbed, like
peak.
down sickness and shit.
that was peak at the time, and then over the course of time, I just through high school, I really liked heavier stuff than what I do now. Like Lamb of God, they're not crazy heavy or anything, but you know, I really started liking that. Then got into EDM, then finally found my lane with the post-hardcore progressive stuff that I like now. And my taste in music really went from this to this. It's so narrow. I really dislike a lot of music, really realistically.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to find something that I like. It's kind of annoying being that picky, especially whenever I'm like at work. I'm like, I've listened to this album so many times. I want something new. But I
Yeah,
don't
and
have
I'll
anything in the
like look
library.
at other things and like add a bunch of random songs instead of an album or something, you know.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to find a vibe.
And sometimes Spotify has a good discovery feature whenever you go to search, and it has like the hashtag progressive metal, hashtag swancore, hashtag
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
football types. You know, you can find it's
Mhm.
almost like the clock app is what
Yeah.
Sammy would call it.
Yeah, right.
It's a hit or
And
the
where you can
clock.
swipe through, and it's pretty sick. I like
It's a hit or
Spotify.
miss though, and usually when
Yeah,
it comes to stuff like
it's fairly hit or miss, but you know,
for me, I like to at least listen to like some like radio shows like pertain to like the genre that I like the most. Like I know a couple of like jazz websites. They have like their own radio stations and stuff. So I'll listen to them, and like sometimes I'll like find plenty of new stuff off of that. You know,
right.
Yeah.
off of that instead of just going straight through like Spotify or YouTube or something. Because like I said, it's a hit or miss with those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your first memory of a song for both of you guys? Your very first, like, oh, that's music. This first song you remember.
Man.
This isn't the first one, but one of them that I do remember when I was younger. This definitely isn't the first, like I said, but I think I was around 8 years old. And then my cousin, I was staying in my aunt's house at the time when I was a little kid, and I was my cousin had one of those old like radios, like the CD players or whatever, and I would use her CD player all the time whenever I like go take a shower, to, like listen to music and stuff like that. And the CD that she had was it was the full album by that one artist, Aqua. And it had the song
shit,
Barbie
yeah.
Girl in it.
Tight shit.
Oh no!
So of course, you would hear me
no.
start blasting that shit. And
Tight
of course,
shit.
my parents would look at me funny, like, "Why does he keep playing this song?" I'm like, "It's not what it looks like. It's just a catchy song, you know."
Banger. Yeah.
And
CD
then, like
players
growing
all
up
the
and
time.
stuff, like, believe it or not, like even though I'm primarily like a jazz person now, like jazz wasn't like the like first like genre that I was like introduced to. It was mostly like R&B and hip hop. Because like growing up, like being in the car all the time, my parents would be listening to that stuff all the time. So I just grew up around it. And then plus like my parents are like the type of parents where they would have like, you know, like big ass like CD pack of just like bootleg CDs and bootleg DVDs and all that stuff. Like
Right. Yeah.
my parents would get that
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. So
All
like
the burn
always
shit.
playing
Nice
those
shit.
CDs up in there. Just like that's when I first started hearing a bunch of like popular like R&B artists like R. Kelly, Aaliyah, Mary J. Blige, like this whole list of people and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then when I got introduced to jazz, that was around like 7th grade, I would say. Because like they're like, oh, you should join the jazz band. I'm like, I never played jazz before. I'm like, okay, yeah, you can try it. I think you'll be fun with it. As soon as I got introduced to jazz, I was like, yeah, this is so much better. Jazz so
Right
much more
shit.
freedom.
I
Yeah,
just loved
so
it.
much more
That's so
freedom with
cool.
it over like classical music. Which playing
So
classical
sick.
music like in a regular band is so much fun, but you have to read exactly what's on the page. You're kind of restricted, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like
Like
jazz is a
jazz,
little
all you
more
have to do
free
is just
flowing.
know the melody, know the key changes, know how to improv over it, and you're good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And the meme around jazz is just slam notes and it's jazz. But dude, jazz chords are
it's kind of-
amazing. Jazz chords are so good. I love them. But
they sound so beautiful too, like, all the time.
I sometimes wonder if I lose people with, because I try to make my music palatable to the listener, but
I
like
hate doing that.
my brother, no, you got like for me, the advice I was given, you have to make music for the listener, not the musician. So I try to mix it in a little bit in between for the musician to be like, whoa, all right, I hear some of those tricks in there, and then for the listener to be like, this is such a good catchy song, right? I try to find that balance point without selling out. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, but like one of my
But I'm
brothers,
making it too basic, you know.
one of my brothers hates jazz chords. I'm like, no, they're the best. They're the best. Them open chords, the ugly chords. Oh, they're so beautiful.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I listen to math rock and I'm like, this is fucking like doesn't make any sense. Why do I like this? You know?
I
And I'm like,
know.
this is cool as shit though, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody else is so used to like basic triads and shit. Like
Yeah.
It's
when
fun.
it comes to music,
I think that's one other
especially
thing
pop
I like
music.
about making progressive metal and stuff is because I can go from soft to screaming, and then if I want to do a different time signature or tempo change, I can kind of do that. It's a an area of music that allows me, or a specific style of music that allows me to do that and get away with it more because it's kind of expected or accepted in that
Yeah.
realm.
I think one of my first memories of music is I can't remember. My dad in the car, he'd always let us pick a CD to listen to, you know? We'd go skiing or whatever, and the drive to the mountain would take some time, and we'd do this thing called a CD roulette, where you open
Mm-hmm.
the thing and pick a one we want to listen to. And I'd always pick like Depeche Mode, The Cure, um, or my cousin's band, and like every single time, or the Matrix soundtrack. That was like my top four, and we'd always listen to that. My brother always listened to Stray Cat Strut, and I like that song, but like I heard it too many times, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So like that's my early memories of like music, and so my dad definitely influenced like a lot of my music tastes, like the
Right,
the
right.
Cure, the Smiths, Talking Heads, and stuff like that. And then, but when I was in like fifth grade, I listened to Fall Out Boy, and I loved their stuff. I loved their sound.
I
It was like
remember
2005 or something, like
I remember
2007.
them on the radio.
Yeah, I love Sugar Going Down, and I listened to other stuff.
Same here.
And I listened, yeah, and I listened to all their music, and I had like I used to go on iMeme, which is kind of like MySpace bought it, but it was like Spotify. It was just like just music, and I listened to like all their discography, and I listened to them exclusively for like 3 years. Like I wouldn't listen to anybody else. Like just Fall Out Boy. I was like, this is the coolest shit ever. And then I find out
So
they have
sick.
another album that I didn't know about. And I'm like, oh my god, it's so
I
cool.
loved that.
Uh,
Back in the day, you didn't really know either.
yeah, you didn't
you
like.
really
There's
didn't
like
know.
you were kind of stupid. Like you didn't know, or like it just the information wasn't available. Like you didn't know how to
Yeah,
use the
yeah.
internet.
Right,
You
right,
know.
right.
And then I think it was like maybe eighth or ninth grade. I kind of branched out to like pop. I was like, I want to see what people listen to. You know, like what they listen to. I'm like, oh, that's kind of
Right,
cool. You know,
right.
Nicki Minaj and stuff like that, and shit like that. And then ninth grade, I think I listened to like Skrillex. I got like electronic and
I
stuff.
loved that stuff for
Um,
a long time.
yeah, like
When the whole dubstep, like hard
yeah,
EDM
dubstep,
era
yeah,
was
Flux
like in
Pavilion,
its
Dr.
peak.
P. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Dr. P, Flux Pavilion,
2011,
Nero.
2012 era
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yep.
Just that time.
Yeah.
um, all those guys, and then I think I started listening to vaporwave, like
What's good,
Macintosh
Sammy?
Plus. Yep, Macintosh Plus, Tom
Yep.
Cruise or Com Cruise, Blank Banshee, shit like that. And then from there, I went into kind of more hip hop, like Young Lean, because Young Lean kind of blended hip hop and vaporwave
Yeah.
in his early stuff. And then someone said my profile picture looks like this band, The Knife, like one of their audio visual things they did at a concert. Started listening to them, I really like them, and listened to their whole discography, and that was kind of like on repeat. And I remember in my senior year, listening to like Talking Heads. I love the Speaking in Tongues album. And then after that, I think I graduated and started listening to a lot of like Death Grips and stuff, Death Grips and Young Lean, stuff like that. And then, of course, naturally, for some reason, Death Grips links to Cara Carbonito. Listen to them and got into more like happier music. And then I got into more sad music, the Smiths. Like I was like really into the Smiths. And uh, sorry, I just saw Nick's message. Hey,
Had
you're
to,
listening
had
to
to
Cure, and a
finish.
guy says, eating a burger, no honey mustard. I can't take it anymore. Oh my god. Eating a burger, no honey mustard.
Type shit.
uh,
Type.
and then so yeah, like the Cure and the Smiths, like that. And that's kind of like sad boy music.
I
And then
tend to
naturally, it's
go
like
for sad music.
yeah. I like naturally, I think the Smiths and the Cure kind of goes to American football. That
Yeah.
was kind of like a meme randomly, like they had American. And I was like, this song sounds kind of cool. Listen to it. And then I listened to their discography, loved their shit. And then from there, just all the emo music,
Yeah.
The Promise Ring, Braid. Listen to Washed Up Emo podcast and
You like pop?
found them. And
You like pop?
Pup, I saw them live. I think twice. They opened for they're the headliner for Pool Kids in Joyce Manor.
Oh,
That was
no
pretty cool.
way. Pool
Yeah, it
kids,
was pretty sick
really?
ass concert.
That's so
Yeah,
sick. Wow.
yeah, it was
You
pretty
really
pretty
look
big dubs.
rock back then. Like I
Um,
think there was like one group that I kind of remember that I listened to in high school. But that was just because they had made a cover. They had made like their own version of a song that was like based on like Doctor Who or something like that. I think it was called like
okay.
Chameleon Circuit or something like that. Maybe I don't
Let me see if I can find
know.
it.
I think that was either the name of the song or the group. It was like Chameleon
Oh,
Circuit or something like
there is an English band called that.
that. Yeah, that might be who it is.
What's
'Cause I remember hearing them make one song and it was like a Doctor Who theme type song, and I thought it was cool as hell. Because I
That's
was like
kind of
hooked on
funny.
Doctor Who back then too.
Yeah, yeah.
What's one of
Like
your
I mean, see, like you can see right here, I still have like, a sonic screwdriver right here.
Nice.
What's one of the genres that you find yourself really disliking?
Country.
Disliking. My mom listens to a lot of country, which is weird because you think I would like country, but I think she listened to
I,
it too much, and I couldn't vibe
I
with it.
can't. I can't do it.
Like
I
I
feel like
think
it's
like
too over
modern
exaggerated
country.
and it pisses me off.
Yeah,
Like,
like
especially with
anything
how
two
they sing
thousands
too. It's like they're trying too hard with their accents. Like,
Yeah, I
that's
for
know what you
sure.
mean.
Like
I
I don't know, you see the British people sing and they don't have an accent, but like American country, they have an accent. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I
You know
guess
what I
there's
mean?
I think the country accent. It to me it sounds faked, and I would guess that it's
yeah, yeah.
or exaggerated a little bit at least, right? But evidently with singing, you kind of lose your accent because it's something to do with the dialect of singing. I remember hearing about it one time or reading about it. But yeah,
See, the more you sing country, people, it's gonna turn you into a country person at the end of the day. Don't do it.
Right. I mean, stuff like Johnny Cash, like basically like pre 2000s, pre 90s country is it's all right, but like anything like that's past 2000s is kind of like, I don't know, it's
Have you
different.
heard of like a subgenre called like country rap?
oh dude, that's
Country rap,
that's
oh my
old.
God.
That's like 2018,
Yeah.
2017.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was.
I never heard of it until like recently. I was like,
Who
what the
brought
fuck
that
is
in? Lil
this?
Nas X, I think, with the Old Town Road. Or
Oh yeah,
there
that's
was
kind of clean
there
though.
was somebody
You know, but
before Lil Nas that did it, I think, and it was.
I know Little Nas did it, but I was talking about like I think there was like somebody before him. Though,
I think
that did it.
Taylor Swift was a rapper for a very very short period.
What?
I think she used to go by T
Hey?
Swizzle.
T Swizzle
I
type
think
shit. That's right.
from what I remember, I found it. Never knew if it were real, but I think it was.
Was that Eminem in a country rap group, NWA, or is that something different?
NWA? What?
No, that's not
Eminem was
that's
part
not
of
a
that.
country group. That's a rap group.
Eminem wasn't part of that.
No,
Okay, I'm fucking.
No, I thought she got with NWA or
I was like,
something.
what? Yo, no.
Yeah, I thought it was
NWA is
T
something way
Swizzle and
different, yo.
Eminem, Vanilla Ice and shit.
The weird thing about country is I feel I personally dislike it too. It's not for
He
me,
really
but
he controlling dick, I swear.
I feel like I feel like I could get into it someday. That's the weird part. I'm not a country guy. Don't really like it, but
I can't get into it.
who knows? Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't know.
As far as like, yeah, country is the only genre I can think of that I just can't listen to.
I'd probably
But, like-
I'll say this. I'd probably get into country before I'd ever get into classic rock.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me like classic rock just makes you mad. It just
Yeah,
gets on your
classic
nerves.
rock. I can't.
Yeah.
Like Guns N' Roses, like that,
Yeah.
AC/DC.
Nah.
Like,
not for me.
Oh, yeah.
like respect to the genre, but it's
Yeah.
just not for me.
Yeah.
There's like a few good songs out of all that, but most of it's just like, ugh.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I have people ask me like what kind of music I make. I'm like, yeah, kind of like metal stuff. They're like, oh, I love metal. I listen to Metallica. I'm like, that's not.
No,
That's not
that's
metal.
like-
bro.
No, that's like soft
Technically-
rock nowadays.
technically it's metal.
Technically it's metal,
Yeah.
but nowadays it's kind of like soft rock or just kind of
Yeah.
rock. You know what I mean? But ain't nothing but a thing.
You got to get with the times, man. Like,
Did you ever want to make music or learn? Have you ever?
I thought about it
tried?
like I mean in games and shit, I'll like mess around like on Nintendogs, the piano and shit.
Mhm.
There's a game I was talking to Eyes earlier about it's called Who's Your Daddy? And it's you play as like a dad and it's a 2-player game where one person plays as a dad or multiple people, whatever. One person plays a dad, one person plays a baby, and the baby's trying to kill themselves, and the dad's trying to like not get the baby to kill himself. Like he can stick a fork in an outlet, or drown yourself, or drink bleach, or something like that. And the dad's trying to like plug up all the outlets or get rid of the bleach and stuff like that. And anyway, there's a random trumpet in the game, and you can actually play it. And there's like a little wheel of like different notes and stuff. And I just like trial and error, kind of like lock picking, playing Smash Mouth's All Star, you know, type shit.
That's stupid.
Kind of clean. Just stuff like that, you know. So, but I always want to make like 8-bit or something, like just recreate songs. I don't think I'd make my own stuff. Just kind of like recreate other stuff in a different style would be cool.
Can you sing? Or do you
Me?
find
No.
that you can sing? No.
I mean, I've done karaoke, but I wouldn't say I sing, you know.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Ah, man, I think talking about
my
the
God.
Smiths or the Cure, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, or Talking Heads, something like that. You know, something like pretty like more talky than singy.
Oh yeah,
See,
yeah.
my
Like David Byrne has
karaoke
kind of
song
a,
is
know.
"After the Love Is Gone" by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh, nice, nice.
I love that song.
Trying to-
I love singing that.
I'm trying to remember how that one goes. I'm sure I know it.
It's like after the love is gone, how could you leave me?
Oh
on?
yeah.
And don't let me stay around.
That vibrato.
I love the
voice,
dark
bro.
side.
Dun, da, 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 da. Yeah.
Hey, that's my jam. Type
Song's
shit.
classic.
Yeah, Burger Honey Mustard's my jam. I love that shit.
You better get used to that vibrato on Prominent's voice. I think that's the song I'm trying to release in the summer with him. Prominent and I
Oh,
finally
yeah.
collabing. But I need to.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
need
sing
to
in the
actually work
shower
on
and
it.
stuff. You know,
I sing to the shower.
sing nice.
Yeah, I just
Right
like
into the
How do you
mic.
turn
sing
it.
to the shower?
I just
Are you singing to the wall?
I just turn
sing
it
to it.
on and stand there naked in front of the tub and just watch the water, and then I sing to it, and then that's my shower. For
Yeah.
20
don't
minutes.
even get in the shower. Like,
Kinda
There's
make
no
it grow,
need.
you know?
There's no need. It's more of like a mental cleanse.
Yeah.
That's all you need. The
Tell
shower,
that
the
to a
shower
girl you
needs some
try to
love.
talk to. She'd be like, "Bro, you smell like ass. Go take an actual shower."
Then I sing to her, and she's like, "Never mind. I can look past it.
I can deal
I
with
look
this.
past it. Yeah, it's clean." No, it's
So, Harmphrey, I'm curious, actually, if you don't mind me asking real quick. Oh, did you have something else to say, Eyes? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no. Go ahead, bro. You're all right.
No, I was just gonna ask, like, when it comes to streaming, Harm, do you like see it as like a future like career choice or something like that, or like not like as a main career choice, but like one of your like career like streams of income or something like that? I guess.
I mean, I make like maybe like I think like $50 a month or something from streaming, which basically covers like a game or two, or
Mhm.
30,
Mhm.
40, something like that.
Mhm.
But I don't think I could ever see myself being like making like hundreds of dollars, you know, or claiming on my taxes. Like I've never been able to like make enough to be like,
Heist and that type shit or something.
yeah, type shit. I just want to play games, and I don't want to be like huge, you know. Like I just want to hang out with homies and stuff. More homies is fun, but
Shout out Ninja.
having like a bunch of random people like be like just spamming like emotes like wow 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 wow, you know, like I don't know if you see like those big streamers like Rocket League.
That's
or
all you
something
see
like
is
that.
just like chat. Just
Yeah, you just see like their
by.
chat like, oh, wow, this guy's an idiot. You know,
Emos
like I can't believe it's
WL.
locked that. Yeah, LW, yeah, snore, snooze, just like that. Like I want to kind of just like have more conversational, just kind of gaming.
It's weird because as a just start, like a new streamer, you're susceptible to trolls. But
yeah,
at some point you get so large that you're just automatically susceptible to trolls too.
yeah.
It's a weird. Well, I don't know.
Like when you're small, the troll can really kind of hit you, but if you're big, the troll like just gets swallowed up by all the messages. You don't even see it.
Yeah.
And if you're like in the middle, you can like you see the troll and you're like the community's kind of just attacking that guy. You know.
Oh, dude, you were doing that a couple back in November on live stream one time. We were cooking one dude. I don't even remember what it was. But it was so funny.
We had a dude in Wheezy's stream come and say like, "Hey, can you play my game?" Easy. He's like, "Can you come play my game?" You know, it's on this website and it's like uploaded like an hour ago or something like that. And the guy's like, people upload viruses on there, but they get deleted within like a day or two. And I'm like, your game was uploaded like an hour ago. Like, how is it not a scam? I'm like, are you from Singapore? He's like, oh no, I was from Russia. I moved to the US, but I live in Singapore now. I was like, what a wild ass, like, you know?
Yeah,
and then I was like, well, I'm looking at the wrong guy. I'm looking at the wrong guy. It wasn't even Singapore. He's from Brazil. And he's like, oh, I've been to Brazil once. And I was like, okay, you're not. This isn't your game. Yeah. My game is not a virus.
When's the prominent Harmphrey and Eyes Left 4 Dead stream coming?
It'll be clean.
That's a good question, actually.
I haven't played Left 4 Dead in a hot minute.
Well, we need to.
My brother played it.
Have Jakey Pakes as the fourth.
Yes.
Prominent.
Whole squad.
You're gonna have to choose somebody other than Lewis because that's my main character that I always use.
Come on,
play the
man.
girl.
Come on, man.
I always play the girl.
Jakey Pakes is the girl. Jakey Pakes is always the girl.
Oh, he's got to be Zoe.
Yeah, he's always Zoe, and I'm always Lewis. And then on Left 4 Dead, I'm always Ellis, and he's always Rochelle. Ellis is like the hillbilly guy.
I guess I'll be coach for Left 4 Dead 2.
Wait, who's your character in 2?
Usually, I just choose Rochelle.
Do you? Shit,
yeah.
That's hilarious.
I feel like she's the one that got the most sense out of everybody.
Oh yeah, that game. Jakey Pakes and I were playing it Tuesday. We play that all the time. Hawk Tuesday.
It's a fun ass game.
I'm kidding. Dude, I don't know.
I'm playing Rivals? Hell yeah, I be playing Rivals all the time.
Rivals? What is Rival? What are Rivals?
Marvel Rivals. It's a new it's kind of like Overwatch, but with the Marvel characers. And it's third person.
That one game like everybody and their mama has been playing.
Yeah,
it's free, so everyone's been playing it.
Yeah.
At least my mama wasn't playing.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't really care as much.
Yeah. Like, it came out in December, and it's retained at 90% of its player base, which is like unheard of for a free game like that. Yeah. Like people just playing Fortnite. It's fun. Yeah, next Fortnite kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different vibe than Fortnite. It's more like it's like Fortnite. You can kind of just fuck around and talk and shit, and then you're like, all right, I gotta lock in and fight this guy.
Yeah.
Whereas in Marvel Rivals, it's very like lock in first, talk second.
It's weird to think that Marvel. It's because it's like a commercial game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to think that is finding so much success because usually when games go or commercial titles go in the video game sphere. Yeah.
Marvel's been kind of cooking with their games lately. They haven't been having too many flops.
You know what else is cooking that we need to talk about that wasn't even planned at all until just recently? Let's talk about your discussion let's talk about your interaction with these scammers. Let's hear about this.
The scammer shit.
Like a Kit Boga undercover type shit.
Yeah, I thought about adding a part-time scam baiter as my like description, whatever.
Would you ever?
I got a missed call from Elon Musk.
Sick.
January 22nd yesterday.
On Telegram?
Yeah. I was like, I saw you on TV, you know? And he calls me. And then shit like that. And then I said, hey Elon, I saw you on TV. And he's like, I'm expecting you to pick up the card now. He's like, I'm done.
What was your last excuse? Didn't you just get pulled over and you got in jail?
I got pulled over and arrested. And then I said, let's see. So January 13th is when I messaged him, and then I was like, he called me, and that's what was on the stream. And then I was like, oh, hold on, I'm getting pulled over. And then I ghosted him for 4 days, and then it was Friday. And I was like, hi, Elon, sorry, I was arrested for texting and driving. They let me have my phone today. He's like, I'm so sorry for that. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of your fault. You just called earlier instead of texting me. It would have been okay, but whatever. And he's like, his next response was, download PayPal now. I ain't that shit.
Download PayPal now. Oh, that's funny. Then you had Sylvester Stallone. You had
Yes, that's just alone. So many.
you're like
That's Stallone. Oh, this guy changed his name. I just looked at this. His name is LaFouk, and then like 4 Ks.
you're like
And it
legit
used to be-
homies
used to
with
be Shaq.
you're legit homies with Shalex now, aren't you?
Yeah, me and Shay actually messaging each other on Instagram every once in like every couple months or something, but
That's
nothing big fancy.
so perfect, dude. I love that. You should download PayPal now. It was
Yeah,
out of
no,
context.
PayPal. Now,
Out of
Elon
context.
needs money. Please answer the phone.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, Elon out of all people needs money right now. Please answer the phone.
Like, damn, Elon, I need money. Send me some shit first.
Yeah.
Do you ever
I'm
do it?
behind on rent, man. Help me.
Have you ever thought about trying to run a Kent Boga stream where you're calling them? And
That'd be kind of
messing
funny,
with
like a scam baiting thing.
That would be
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
When he
whole
called
stream
me
where you
on
just bring
stream,
all
I
your
was-
scammers back.
yeah, right.
them? He did call you on
When
stream
Elon-
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he called me twice. Last stream and then the stream before that. But like when he called me, I was like, damn, I don't really have anything like prepared. And I was like, damn, Kit Boga kind of has like kind of all figured out, like what the fuck he's gonna like, the script and shit like that. So
Yeah.
It's funny. I haven't watched him in a while, but
PayPal. I'm not playing anymore.
I'm
fucking around.
I'm not playing. Get the card. Go get the card.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around no more.
It's
I'm scamming you. It's happening.
it's funny watching so many other streamers. You kind of pick up styles from them too,
Mhm.
like Kit Boga and
For sure, yeah.
or
My first
other
things for scam
YouTubers,
baiting
too.
was, yeah, like I remember it was like it might have been my physics class or physical science, something like that class, where my teacher he had ADHD, so he would like always get distracted.
Mhm.
And he showed us this video about this guy who was like scam baiting, where he got like a random scam email, and he decided to respond to it, and he's like trying to buy like gold bars, whatever, and he's like, you gotta refer to gold bars as gummy bears. I'm Professor Orange, and you're some like Dr. Duffin Smart or something like that. And he's like, I need you. This is very important. I need you to use our code words. This is very and then, like
Wait,
I
the
actually used it
scammers-
and
The
shit.
scammer said to use.
Yeah,
the
some
code
scammer.
words?
Yeah. No. The guy, the comedian, like
Okay.
the TED
Yeah,
Talk or
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
And our teacher showed us that. And the TED Talk guy was like, we have to use code words. You got to refer to gold bars as gummy bears. You got to refer to this as that.
Dude,
and,
I feel like I've
so he-
seen this.
Yeah, he replied like with some like fucking wild ass message. And I've always thought like that's always been in the back of my mind. I'm like, I'm trying to like drag this guy on as long as I can,
Just to see if he's ever tolerated as well.
Yeah. So like that guy, Kit Boga, a couple other scam baiters like that. Just kind of like waste your time.
Yeah. Yep. 1000%. Oh wait. You were trying to waste scam baiters' time?
No, but we're trying to waste scammers' time.
Okay, I got
Trying to be
that
a
mixed
scam
up
baiter.
for a second. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
1000%. Got it. I don't think prominent scam baits.
It's like he's not wasting the scam baiter's time. He is the scam baiter.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
that
you
shit.
scam bait people, do you, prominent?
I ain't got time for that shit.
I remember
I
one
mean,
time.
it
I
depends
had
on
a
what
guy-
you define as scam baiting for me.
Yeah.
I had it one time. This guy, he called my phone. It was like some like insurance, something like that, or something weird. And I was like, don't call me anymore. Like don't take this number off my call list. That's I usually answer the phone and tell him that because then it's like saying no junk mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the guy got mad. He's like, why? And I was like, why?
Why?
I was like, I don't like you. Like, and
he's like, why would you do that? You hurt
me?"
my feelings. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't know you.
He's like, why? And I was like, I don't like you. He's like, why not? And I was like, he's like, why don't you like me? I'm like, you fucking suck, go fuck yourself. Something like that, right? And he's like, fuck you. And I was like, fuck you. And he's like, fuck you, fuck you. We kept going back and forth. Pretty funny.
I'm surprised he wasn't like download PayPal now at the end of it.
Yeah.
Download PayPal.
That's because you legit hurt his feelings after that. He's like, I don't like you. Like, why?
I don't like you.
Instead of just going through his regular script, he was just like,
What
what
the
did
fuck?
he just
I'm going
say
off
to me?
script now.
Like, what the fuck you just said?
I dude, I don't
This
even,
name tag will come off.
Yeah.
I don't even answer calls that are shuffled phone numbers. I don't pick up the phone.
Yeah, I usually answer, so then I don't get more of them. Because, like, if I don't, then I'll get, like, 100, you know?
Wait, what? Really?
Like,
I
for a
only
while,
still
I was
answer
getting a call, like, every day from, like, random numbers. And I'd listen to voicemails, like, insurance, this random stuff. So now I answer the phone, I'm like, take me off the call list. So then that takes me off that list, so they won't call me anymore. Usually it's just, like, some
Wow.
kind of, like,
So
something,
I heard
so...
it's back. I heard it's the opposite. I think I heard,
Uh-huh.
if I recall, it was through one of the scam baiters. I don't want to say
Oh, I
the
did
name
hear
just in
that
case.
answer. That means your phone is active.
And then
And
they
they're like,
sell that
oh,
number to other companies and
mhm,
make money off of it.
yeah,
If you don't answer, they
Yeah.
don't know for sure.
yeah.
But then again, you're still going to voicemail. If there's a
Yeah, I
voicemail,
have a
that
voicemail, so
means
yeah. Otherwise, it
yeah,
would say this number's on in use or whatever.
yeah.
I did pick out something that say FBI type shit.
Now, I like to call people on the phone. Like say I call Harmphrey, he picks up. I'm like, yo, who this? I ask who you are, even though I called you.
Yeah.
I love to do
Nice, I
that
love
to
that.
people.
I love flipping the script like that shit too on
Yeah,
scammers.
yeah.
I'm like, so how much money are you sending me again? Like,
Oh, you do that
I
to
want to
them?
make sure you get your yeah. I'm like, I want to make sure you get your money. So how much are you sending me? You know,
Yeah,
I'll double it. You
yeah.
know, make sure you get your profits.
Double Jeopardy. Let's go.
Or or like with the Discord scammers, they're trying to like commission me, or like they're trying to make me commission them. I'm like, okay, well my prices are $50. Yeah. But I don't really know you, and that's a friend price, so it's gonna be like
Yeah,
75
like
or something, you know?
75. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
get a reference.
I don't know you, plus I don't really like you, so
So funny, dude. So funny.
Where you can just do like the type of thing where you send like one of those credit card scammers like a fake number or something, and they just get mad at you.
yeah. We get calls at work too, like trying to get us to buy like a gift card, and we read them the code or whatever, and usually I just waste their time. I give them like a fake code or some shit. Like we'll go through the whole thing. Like he's like, all right, make sure to ring up a cigarette to we enter a birthday, enter this number, and then tell me that number, and this won't have any effect on the till. And then all right, now click on the the prepaid option. You know, it'll be fun. I'll have a pop up, whatever, and like tell me the number, and I'll just make up some bullshit. It's like he's like wasting his time.
So stupid,
My
dude.
friend it's 10, but for you it's
For
16.99.
you, if you did 16.99. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
$16.99 type shit.
that shit.
Prominent, do you have rehearsal tonight or something?
I do, but I just told him I was gonna be late. So
Okay.
Nice.
So, anything on your mind? Any questions? Actually, from either of you guys? Or should we open it up to chat?
Oh, I got a question. Would you guys would you ever make a music for like a movie or a game, or like do a score a scene or anything like that?
Would I?
would I make a score? Something like
Hmm.
that? Oh, definitely. I feel like it'd be a fun experience. Like it would be difficult because
Yeah,
I don't know how to read sheet music for all instruments because some of them are like transposed differently and things like that.
true. Would you ever do like a stream of that,
Would
where like
you
you have a little scene, you like
Oh yeah.
make something real quick for it?
would you
Oh
need
yeah.
would you need sheet music for writing though?
If I'm writing a score, yeah.
So you can
Really?
Well, I
play it
mean, if
again.
I'm just writing the score for myself, no, I don't need
No,
sheet
what I
music
mean,
to
like,
record.
what if you're just making the score, printing it to
Like on the
Wave,
fly.
and then giving it to the movie studio?
Oh yeah, you gotta score it for sure. You have to write it.
Yeah, you
So then they
definitely
can
need a score
recreate
for
it.
that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I didn't
if
know
I just
that.
send it as a wave, it's gonna sound really static and all shitty and stuff. I would want to make the score and then recreate it like the way I would hear it. That way, because if I just try to send it through the wave like directly from the score, it's gonna sound real blocky and stuff like that.
Wait, how? What do you mean? It's like it's
Because
you
when
record
you're
the score and put it in the audio workstation and send it to the movie studio, and
yeah,
they
but
just
that
use it as
depends on
soundtrack,
how
right?
the score is written though too.
Hmm.
Because like if you're when it comes to certain scores, like especially if you want it to sound a certain way, you're gonna have to add a bunch of different stuff with like the notes, like staccatos, like short notes and all that stuff, and add like inflections and like glissandos and all that other stuff. That way you can have like the same effects like you would if you're like genuinely playing your instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were to like gliss up or like pitch up to a different note or something like that, you got to write that in the score. Otherwise,
Well, they
it's
might
just
want to
gonna
extend
sound
the
really
scene.
generic and blocky. Yeah, exactly.
Or they might want to extend the scene, like make the character like slow motion like that, and you'll have to add some stuff or make the thing. So you
Add
gotta
the
have it what it
effects to make
sounds
them slow motion. Yeah.
like. Yeah.
For writing a
So
score
like
for a
when it comes to like
film,
writing a score, you're doing the same thing as like editing a video in a sense. You got to add those specific things to make it sound or seem a certain way.
yeah.
Harmphrey. He said, "Don't fart." Word of advice.
Ignore this next chat. Don't fart.
Yeah, it was ignore the next chat.
Be like writing a score. You got to add all that specific stuff. Otherwise, it's not going to sound the way you want it. If you're just taking the wave directly from the score. That's why I just like to write the score just for people to use for reference.
I'm a little lost though.
But then I'll compose everything in like.
I'm a
my
little
DAW or
lost.
whatever.
I'm thinking you write the score, you record it and produce it yourself, and then when the movie's ready to put it on their soundtrack, you just send them the audio file. That's what I mean. At that
Are
point,
you talking about the audio file that I created after writing the score?
yes. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I thought. If you're doing it that way, you don't really need sheet music, right? Because you create it all in the workstation. You had a microphone set up for
You
your
have
violin. That's where my headspace is at. I
You have a
thought,
record already, so
yeah, I thought,
Yeah, but some people prefer the sheet music because they can read like their parts when they're recording it a lot easier than trying to hear it from the wave file and trying to learn it by ear.
No, I'm not talking about learning from ear though. I'm talking about like writing it. Like whenever, like for instance, when I'm making a guitar part, I play it multiple times and kind of get it down and figure it out and what kind of pitch bend or hammer-ons, pull-offs that I want to do, and then play it and record it. Then that section's done. I feel like you could do the same thing with the score, could you not?
Are you talking about like record it and then it'll like get transferred to the score like while you're playing it?
I'm saying this is like I don't know who's making this confusing. One of us is making this very confusing.
Right, I'm trying to figure out.
I'm talking. You get your cello placed, like for your bass line, right?
Yeah.
You record that. Say it's a 3-minute score. You record all that through Fruity Loops, and then you on that cello you do all the staccato, all the vibrato, all the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
With that, then it's done. Then you record your violin, your trumpet, your horns, your oboe, and then you export it. Then you can send it to the movie studio. You don't need sheet music to write it.
I mean,
That's
in that
what I'm
case,
saying.
No, you don't need sheet music in that case.
All right, so
but I'm
where
talking
am I
about like
getting
the process
confused?
before it gets recorded, though.
Okay.
Like writing the sheet music out for the people that prefer to like
So you're
read
saying
something while they're recording.
So you're
and then all
saying
that stuff.
okay? Now I've connected the missing puzzle piece or the missing piece here.
We were like
You're
talking about
making,
two different timelines.
You're
Like,
saying a whole score of people in a room, all with sheet music, recording it all at once. So it's like a
Yes.
live, like they do in
Like an
Star Wars
orchestral.
and stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I was talking about production and building it piece by piece on your own. I thought that was more the question, so I got it mixed up.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah,
I think
We're just talking about two different
yeah.
things. Okay.
That'd be kind of clean if Nick Howard did a little movie Jown and you guys made some music for it.
That would be
Right.
type. That would
be
be
kinda
type
clean.
type. I would happily make if it's a
Type
sad
shit.
scene specifically because I like to make a lot of sad music.
All
That'd
in
be cool to
type
have Nick
shit.
Howard like voicing over one of my songs. It'd be like a noir jazz type scene or something like that.
I think
That'd be sick.
I'll write the script for a cameo, you know?
I think for me
Yes.
sometimes like you're asking about writing something for a movie. I think a lot of the time when I'm writing stuff, I more imagine type of music video to what I'm saying. So it almost like I'd have to write a scene for what I've written, song wise. You know what I mean? Harm, you can't write the script, I guess.
Just for the cameo.
Yeah.
Not the whole
He
thing.
said,
Just like,
otherwise,
oh,
I'm not participating.
Yeah, 100%.
like she like shows up and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I'd be low ripping my shit off, low key, you know."
Well, thank you.
And everyone's like,
Thank you,
"What?"
Wes.
That's the. They never explain it.
Appreciate that.
Well written.
Well written, very
Know you, know
clean.
you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for jumping in. I'm Eyes, Prominence down below, and Harmphrey's at the top left. Good to meet you.
Yeah, but like to answer your question, Harm, like I would definitely love to like write like a score, like write like a couple of like songs, like a album for like a just anybody that wants to like maybe like for like a video game or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, I want to use your music," that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be clean.
Yeah, I feel like for me it's tough because I feel like I'm not a score musician, like a score writer.
I feel like it would
I don't
depend on
know.
like what type of game or like what type of genre it would like they'd be
Yeah.
looking for. Like if there's something looking for something for more your genre eyes, it would be a lot easier for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you could just do what you're usually doing, just write a whole song.
yeah. I
Like
mean,
as for like writing sheet music, I don't know how you are with that though.
I don't know how to read sheet music too well. I could learn, but I'm not well
Oh,
versed in reading sheet
sad.
music.
I'm just kidding.
Sad. I'm not well versed in reading sheet music. I'm more I just like to kind of write and put out whatever's in my head. You know what I mean?
I feel that. No, I love reading. I can read sheet music, but I prefer to learn by ear as well, just because I feel like it develops my musical brain a lot more. Because
That's
like when
fair.
it comes to learning by ear, I actually have to sit there and listen to like the notes and like the inflections that like the musicians put on that note if I want to transcribe something to like learn it.
Wait, you like to or learn by ear more? You're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I tend
like
to
I
do
can
that
read
too.
sheet music just fine, but it's just like learning by ear. I prefer that honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like you'll develop a lot more as a musician learning by ear.
I feel like it's helpful to know how to read music and to know what you're doing with it, but for the most
Yeah,
part,
it's the same thing
I
with knowing theory.
I guess my argument is I like to. I'm not really big into doing covers or anything like that, so I'm more interested in just writing instead of learning how to read and kind of like redo something that somebody already done. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want that to sound like too full of myself or something.
No, because that's understandable. Because like it's kind of not. I don't really have much of a choice when it comes to jazz because everybody plays the same standards and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody has like their own versions of them, of course. So it's like when it comes to jazz, like I kind of have to play covers in a way, but they're not technically covers, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like kind of like new arrangement.
Yeah, arrangements and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And Humphrey, you said you'd make 8-bit if you were to do it. Would
If I
you?
could, yeah,
Would you
make like
do it
eight
for like
bit
a
or like
score
sound font
or like a
or a
soundtrack?
score,
Like a
like a little
soundtrack?
music down.
Yeah.
That'd be clean. But I feel like just learning how to make 8-bit already is already a big old hump, big
Making
obstacle.
8-bit
Making like
music.
like making like us recreating like a song in 8-bit.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
recreating a song in 8-bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's difficult because I tried to do that before and like I was able to do it, but you feel more limited because it's 8-bit, so you can't really.
Yeah,
You gotta figure out
or
what am I going to use
16-bit
for
or something
this
like that.
instrument. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
or just sound font in general. It's recreating a
Yeah, a
song in a
sound
different.
font is probably your best bet. You find a good sample pack that has like 8-bit sounding drums in it,
Oh,
and then you kind of probably find, I would say maybe a triangle for your bass line because it has that kind of
mhm.
whistle to it that a lot of 8-bit songs do, and then some sort of like square saw or something for the lead or something, and you can kind of just go off of that for the most part. But I know that Orgis makes music using an actual Game Boy, I think, or a set of Game Boys.
Yeah, I've
Which
seen people do that too.
yeah, so
I've
it's
seen
kind of
that
crazy.
before too.
Yep. But well, let's open the chat to questions for Harmphrey or any of us if you guys want while we kind of wind down here, if that makes
We
sense.
still got tons of time, so we chilling, we having a good time, you
That
know.
shit.
Yeah, we're mad
I hope you
decent.
are too, Harmphrey.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, like see, like I can definitely like show this to like another person can't read sheet music, and they'll be like, "What the fuck is this? This looks like Chinese or something." But like, I can read all this just fine. You can see it.
It's too much light on the paper.
I can
but
see though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
But you can kinda
roughly
see it,
get it.
though.
Yeah,
I know
roughly
it's like
get
sheet
it.
music. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I see the four
These
stops.
are
at
just
the
like
end.
exercise books that I have that I've made and stuff
Hmm.
that I just use to like practice and stuff like that.
I mean, I think
That's another thing as a musician, you got to learn to make your own exercises as well.
yeah, that does
One thing I
kind of
learned as
help.
a musician.
Harm.
Avery asked to
Yeah.
go on
Because
an
everybody
ice cold
learns
burger.
music differently, so you got to essentially like make your own exercises, especially when it comes to transcribing. You learn a
Yeah.
tune, and then it's just like once you learn that tune, or you learn all the notes and stuff, take half of that little lick, put your own spin on it, and then make that an exercise, or use it as like something to improv with.
Yeah, for me,
This
like
is
when I make
what
a
transcribing is.
when I'm playing a game and it has like the trumpet thing, it's kind of just like
Mhm.
just trial and error. You know, you try one note and that doesn't work, the next note doesn't work, and you're like, then you like, one, then you finally get two, then you finally get three,
Yeah.
going through all.
Exactly.
Yeah, you kind of
It,
start to figure out the scale that it is.
Fucking Nick.
if Avery asked if I
Perhaps
wanted
a
an ice cold
band.
burger, where would I go? What would the cost be? I think it'd be $16.99 at the Perfect
Well,
Shake Shack,
10
or
for my
one $5
friends.
gift card. Yeah, 10 for my friends.
10 for my friends.
$5 gift
$6
card,
for a
same
discount. I
thing.
mean,
Or
I'll take that.
same thing. Same thing. You could learn Family Tracker. It's a tracker that
I've heard
emulates
of
the
Family
NES
Tracker.
sound chip. She could help you out with that.
Orgies.
I'd have to learn music first, so
Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to be really interested in knowing it too.
Mhm.
Like, do you have a high interest in writing or like I guess learning how to produce or no? Is you just think
Kind of
it'd
cool,
kind of be
but like
fun?
yeah, like I hear a note, I don't know what that note is. I just know what it sounds like, and I would have to like trial and error my way through the whole thing instead of like
Like
hearing
just
notes like, oh, it's
hearing it
F
and just
sharp, like
hoping
just
that sounds right.
yeah, and I'd be
Mhm.
like, oh, it's
Yeah.
F sharp, or like to put that on there, like all right, that's off the rip, or
Mhm.
so like there's a C note,
I have a somewhat
but
theoretical question, actually, prominent.
mm,
Is it?
Okay.
I heard this. I could probably be butchering it, so it's kind of not verbatim, I guess. But is is it true that say a bass note could be 20 hertz?
C.
Say ye, a bass note could be 20 hertz, and then an octave up from it is 200. Octave up from that is 2,000, and then another octave is 20,000. Evidently,
10 times.
just multiplying it makes it's the same note. I just heard that a couple weeks ago. I was like, that's kind of wild if that's true. I didn't
I
really
was
look
making
into
a
it.
thank face.
Say ye.
I'm trying to think if that's like actually true or not, because I figured like even though the bass note is going higher, I don't think it would be that many hertz up though, Especially if it's like even if a note's higher, like what if it's still playing quietly? It's not gonna produce that many hertz, you know. So dynamic plays a part in that as well.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like I'm talking about like volume wise.
Oh, well,
Like,
we'll just say the volume's just 0 dB, or I mean
okay.
flat dB. It's like no matter what you hear it.
Okay. I mean,
We're just talking about pitch, specific pitch.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
on the hertz scale.
you see that I'm not even sure honestly.
Yeah, I'm not
I mean, I
sure
know
either.
about pitch, of course, but it's just like with that many hertz going up just an octave, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I heard it recently. I was like, no freaking
It
way.
seems
That's
too
kinda
good to
sick.
be true, but I'm not sure.
I kind of want to look
I'm kind
it
of
up.
curious about that now. I'm kind of curious now.
Let me
Where
see.
did you hear that from?
I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. Looking up off of Brave and the quick answer. Take it for what you will, because it's like a collection, aka AI answer from Brave.
Mm.
An octave in music is defined as an interval between one musical pitch and another with a double or half its frequency. A note has a frequency of 440 hertz. The note one octave above is 880 hertz, and the note below is 220. So it is kind
So
of
it doubles,
like
but not by
doubles.
10.
Yeah, it's not by 10. It doubles. That's kind of
Fucking
wild.
wild.
That's mental, isn't it? It's absolutely mental.
Music theory is pretty cool. Like I only recently found out that a lot of songs I don't like vibe with for some reason. Like on an album, like I like the album. This song I don't fuck with.
3/4.
It's usually it's in 3/4, yeah.
That's
Because
so
just
weird
that
to me.
it's weird, like just I don't know. It just
You just
doesn't
don't
vibe
like
with me for most
3/4?
songs. I just don't like three
No,
four
he
in a song, I
probably,
guess.
if he listens to Blank Page, he probably hates every part about it other than the chorus because it's in 4/4 in the end.
Yeah. But
Like,
like I
oh, the
only
chorus is
recently got
cool.
into like time signature and like learning like how to like hear it, And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Fuerte Suerto by Sunday Real Estate. I don't like that song. Picture You by Chappell Roan. It's like I kind of usually skip it, like that. Hosier, Take Me to Church is usually in three. It's in 3/4 and 4/4, but I mostly don't like the song. It's just like things line. It'd be cool to find out why I don't like that,
It's
rather than just like, oh, 3/4, I don't like it.
5/4 is tough for
Like,
me because it throws me
mhm.
off. I'm ready for it to go the typical swing of 4/4 or 3/4. Like 3/4
Yeah, like
and
a little
4/4
upbeat.
make
It
perfect
has
sense to me.
when it comes to 5/4, it has to be played right though.
Exactly.
Mhm.
There's
Like
a
one song I can think of like is "Take 5" by Dave Brubeck, which is a jazz song. And that's the like everybody knows that song.
Spice it,
Like
yeah.
that works out in 5/4 because of the divisions of the notes. So it's like that's like 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. You know. So like
Yeah.
when it's divided that way, people can follow it a lot easier. You know.
yeah. There's a
So it's
song.
3/4 to 2/4,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
combined. Okay.
There's a
Yeah.
song by Capstan called "Wax Poetic" that Shorn introduced me to, and that's like it kind of has. It's 1 2
Yeah, I
3
love
1
5/4.
2 3
7/4.
1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3. It goes 3/4, like 3 rounds, and then does a 5/4 count. It's really odd. So they're just mixing it up. It's kind of crazy. It's Peem, I'm afraid.
That's pretty cool.
I was
I
telling
like
Q about this
7/4
in
and
the
all those
chat
weird like
earlier too.
math rock.
Like there is another song that has like a crazy ass time signature, and it changes often too, like without the song, within the song. And it's
Yeah.
like this jazz fusion song. It's called "Hell's Bells" by Bill Bruford, and he's like a drummer or whatever. But like, if you were to like break down the song into like each measure, the time signature is like in 19/8.
That's wild.
1980s. Wow.
It's fucking crazy. Like 19/8 is crazy, but like you can still follow it too because of the way they break it down. But it's like even I had to listen to it like a bunch of times to like really get like the time signature in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I couldn't, I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm looking it up. And it said it was a 19/8. And I was like, okay, that makes so much more sense now because I was like way off first the first time.
Yeah, Q said something earlier
Yeah.
in the chat about making a song in 11/4. I was like, good grief.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like 11/4 though. What? I'm
Like
like
some
curious to
mathy
how
shit.
she's like dividing that.
Yeah.
I love
You
math
know,
rock though.
odds. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Stage Kids a lot. They're good.
Like
They're
TTNG
good.
and
Oh yeah,
Good Game.
yep. TTNG.
I
Any
don't
of
even know
those
what y'all
math
bands y'all
rocky.
talking about.
Yeah.
Stage Kids is an
I know bands I'm
instrumental
talking about.
math rock band. They're really good. I'm
You
not
say
really.
math?
Yeah,
Yeah, math rock.
yeah.
Usually they have like
Like you
weird
talking
time
about like
signatures.
math, like
No.
1 + 2
Yeah.
types?
Yeah, but
Well,
it
it's spelled the
usually
same
has a
way. Yeah.
specific sound. Yeah, it's like it's. I don't think it has anything to do with mathematics.
It's just very like weird time signatures, like
It's like,
7/4,
yeah, everybody,
11/4.
I'm gonna teach y'all
Yeah.
multiplication. Like, what the?
Yeah. There's a song that's called Math Rock Sucks, and one of the lyrics is when I go to a show, I shouldn't need a calculator to know what's happening.
Yeah, clean, clean, dude. Yeah, I sometimes said my stuff was math rock, but if anything, it's math rock adjacent. That's why I stopped saying my stuff was emo. It's not really even emo. It's like
I would
if
consider
you're
yourself emo.
if you're
Post rock,
yeah,
post hardcore adjacent.
yeah. That's probably the best way to put it. Post rock, post hardcore adjacent. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. It's fun.
Like it's the
Tight
same thing what you
shit.
do with my genre eyes. Like
shit.
I didn't know
Dub
really what
easy.
to prefer it as
The
well.
Beezy.
And then when you had like what you had said, you said that you described my genre as like what, retro jazz fusion.
Yeah,
I
probably
see it.
retro wave jazz fusion. That's a mouthful.
Yeah,
Don't be offended.
but I was like, I can honestly see that honestly.
Yeah,
Like retro jazz fusion, it has like that little throwback feel, but it's still like slow and smooth at the same time. I guess
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
using the EWI a lot of the time too, so it's
You kind of
Tight shit.
make it work though. To be honest, it just suits you.
yeah.
It suits you well.
That's one thing I learned too. It's just like you can't really like find a genre to stick to. Like create your own genre, basically.
Yeah, I sometimes struggle a little bit because I oftentimes want to stick within the boundaries of what I'm trying to create or like the style that I
Mhm.
want. But sometimes the
Yeah.
songs I write are just kind of whatever. Like, there'll be no drums or anything. It's just sad piano and so it's like, how do I put this out with it being sort of compatible with my current lineup? But I think I can do it. I think some of the plans are make a couple singles and then maybe do like a 2-track, little 2 or 3-track EP with just like almost instrumental or just one instrument and me singing more or less, and just put it on
Yeah.
like a sad boy EP or something like that. I don't know. Something wild, something weird like that.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, So, Harmphrey, you're streaming tomorrow, aren't you?
I am doing some KOTOR.
It's on
Hopefully, get
Friday.
through
Hell yes.
Flat Fuck Friday. We're
Flat
flat
Fuck
fucking it
Friday.
up.
Flat
A little
Fuck
gator time.
Friday.
Yeah, a little gator. You know.
Oh, I got a question for Harmphrey.
Mhm.
This is unrelated to music, but I wanted to ask this just for my personal taste. Like, how did you and Crow meet?
How did Crow and I meet? Oh man.
Yeah.
So
I asked this because I'm kind of a sucker for love, so I'm just like,
yeah.
okay.
So let's see. You know this. Let's see. I can do it. If you notice, my channel points is Harm Frisbees. It's a little
Yeah.
frisbee. It's
Yep.
the frisbee dog. You'll see it in the stream where it's gonna hit that
Yep.
frisbee in the
Yep.
corner.
Yep.
So there was a page on Facebook, like 2012. This is like kind of like the beginning of like the Doge meme and stuff like that. Um, there was a dog getting hit by a frisbee, right? And there's a page called Penis Bear Cats, and they'd post different stuff about that. And then there's a side shoot page called Frisbee Doge, and the dog would get hitting by like Steam sales or like pizza or something like that. And the admin was posting on it a lot, and I added the admin as like a friend. His name was Jarek Rastafari Weed and Smoke, or Jarek McShiggy, and and he added me to this political group called Left versus Right, and there was a girl in there. I'm like 16, I think, or something like that, maybe 17. I'm pretty sure I'm 16. And there's a girl in there, and she's my age, whatever. And she's kind of like a troll, but like she does it in such a way where it's like not obvious. Like it's like maybe this is from a first genuine, but I'm like I can see it's a troll, and I'm like she's pretty cool. You know, she has colored hair and stuff. Um, then the page got deleted or something like that, and I messaged her, kind of like just a little slide in my DMs, you know, with like a little question, and
Yeah.
like the page got deleted, you know, and just like nothing really, and then the page went back up, whatever, and then we started talking more because the page went down again. It was one of those like the Facebook groups get banned all the time because they post like some fucked up shit. Um,
Yeah.
and we're talking. I found out she lived in the same state as me, and we started talking more. And um, we'd go on the tiny chat, kind of like it'd be like kind of like a Skype call. Tiny chat with like a bunch of different people, kind of like Omegle or something.
Yeah. I think I
And
remember Tiny Chat a little bit.
yeah, yeah, like the group would have like a tiny chat, and they'd have like she'd be on there, and she'd never talk like ever. But she'd like show things like random like DS like that, and she'd basically just like play show and tell without telling. And I was the first one to get her to talk about the Nintendo DS, like the Spot Pass and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh my god, I've never heard her talk like ever. I've known her for like 2 years. She's never talked. She's really shy and stuff." And then started talking more, and uh, we were each other's Valentines and stuff like that. I bought her like uh the new Pokemon game. I used to do like surveys and stuff like that on the computer. You do surveys, you get points, and you can redeem it for Amazon gift
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
I buy games and stuff like that, and I bought her the new Pokemon game, and stuff like that. And then we uh we met for my 18th birthday. She's like only a year younger than me. Met on my 18th birthday. We actually like met up, and uh we got Baskin Robbins and stuff, and she was
Nice.
drinking her she got taco time before we met, and she was like sipping on the drink, and she wasn't talking. And I was like, she got to finish the drink sometime, you know. Like she can't just keep sipping on that, you know. I'm just yapping, and she has to talk sometimes. And then she showed me around like her school and shit like that, um and then talked more and more, and I don't know, that was like 10 years ago, so yeah,
And then the rest is just history.
that's history, yeah, yeah. Now she lives over here, and she got her own place, and
What were her first
big good.
words whenever you were in person?
Uh,
It's like a baby.
What are the
Uh,
first words?
Like a baby.
She's
Like,
a fucking baby.
yeah.
whenever she did
Uh,
finally end up talking, what were some? What were?
I
Do you
think I just kept
remember?
asking her questions, and she like talked about like just her town, like just like I've been here, they have good Wi-Fi or something like that, or because for a while she didn't have Wi-Fi at her house.
Same.
Um,
Same. I
yeah, she
remember
didn't have
that.
Wi-Fi. And she didn't know how to get Wi-Fi. She just used a computer. And she'd have to go to like different places that had Wi-Fi to get like her stuff on her DS,
The
like updates.
library,
Yeah, the library, yeah,
going
or
around
Yeah.
coffee shop.
town.
Uh,
I remember
and I
those
told her
days.
I'm like, you can just plug in like a router through your modem, and you'll have Wi-Fi. And I bought her one for like $25, and I just pay her phone bill for a while too, because she was like, not very uh, well to do. And bought her a router, and she plugged it in. She had Wi-Fi, and we'd talk like a lot more and shit. And uh, got her phone where she had a different plan where she could like call instead of just text, and started talking more and shit like that. So
She was in the
that's
same
also on the
town as
phone.
you.
She lived in Port Angeles, which is like it's across the water. and like about 100 miles away. So
Okay. Yeah.
it's quite the distance, like a 4 or 5 hour bus ride.
That's not too bad. That's
Yeah,
not too bad. It's doable.
but still like quite a big distance. I can't just like go over there on an afternoon or something.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been 10 years. It's pretty good. It's impressive.
yeah. It'll be 10 years this March.
Yeah. Congrats. That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah,
So you guys are
congratulations, man.
Me
I
magic, you know.
Yeah. Me magic. Now I know that you helped her move to her apartment too, so that's
Yeah,
even better.
we got her place all moved in. She's gonna get some furniture and stuff too soon.
Yep. Clean.
You
That's
gonna
the
be
move.
over there streaming some days and stuff too?
Maybe we kind of clean.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
be like, where
over
you
there.
at? It's like, I'm in my girl house. You know?
Yeah. Tight shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm going over there tonight, a couple hours from now.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hell
Usually
yes.
Thursdays. I have Thursday, Friday off, and she has Friday, Saturday. So I usually go over there on Thursday night. She gets off work, and then we watch something or cook some food, or whatever. Spend the night, watch some movies.
Do
And then,
you ride the bus too, or do you get a ride?
yeah, I ride the bus there usually.
If
It's
you
only like
catch-
an hour, so
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad at
Mm.
all.
Not bad.
I
yeah,
thought-
definitely better
thought-
than 5 hours.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
so She
exactly.
must have moved closer, right?
Yeah, she moved way closer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, an hour is easy. It's dub easy.
Yeah. Yep. The easy
Dub
type shit.
easy type shit. Yeah.
And
See,
then
some people will be
on-
like, "I'm taking a bus for an hour." I don't want to do that. I'm like, it's the bus. Like, what do you expect?
It's the bus, yeah. I was
It's not
going
a fucking
sound map to
Uber.
get all my get some drops and shit, you know.
Oh
Right,
yeah, that's fun.
exactly.
Yeah,
My
that's
songs.
that's cool. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's clean.
Yeah, and then on Friday we wake up and make some food, whatever, tidy up the house or whatever. I mean, she's still moving in, so she's still organizing stuff. And then she'll come over here on Friday and then spend the night, and then she goes home on Saturday.
Yep.
It's kind of like every week, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's sweet. Have it worked out.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I love public transportation. I'm a definitely big old numb thought for sure.
Oh, buses with transport. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cheap too. It's crazy.
Trains,
Really.
buses,
I only have to pay
light
like
rails.
$1.50 for a bus ride for me. Like,
Nice, yep.
that's with like the little bus card and stuff. So it's just like, boom, like I'm
Yep.
good. I just refill it whatever I need to. So
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. But
exactly.
so
Especially when you live in like a decent city, like convenient as hell. Ain't got to worry about having a car. Like,
Yep.
especially you got like good subways and shit too. But I ain't got no subways in my city, so it sucks.
Yeah. You get the light rail, which is pretty nice. It's coming up to where I live in like 2035 or something. So
yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm excited for that.
Crow's gonna move 5 hours away again. You'll still just be an hour on the light rail.
Yeah, right.
Flying.
Yeah.
Well, sick, dog. I think that's a pretty good show. I think, right? I mean, unless you guys had other things that
Pretty
you want to discuss. But
Nothing I can think.
no.
I can't think of anything. No.
Well, shit, dog.
Hit all the points. We're cooking.
Thanks for being on the show,
That's it.
man. Hopefully you'll do
Yeah,
it
thanks for
again.
guys having me. It's a lot of fun.
This is a fun ass episode, honestly. Like nice
Hell
and
yeah.
chill. Like we were just talking and goofing off. I love it, man.
Nice shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you'll do it again.
shouting.
Man, that would be sick. And
Type shit,
we'll have
type
to put
shit.
in some socials on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Too, so feel free to
Tight.
send those to me in Discord.
Yeah, you just do harmphrey.com. It goes straight to my Twitch.
Oh, perfect. Easy.
Yeah.
Damn, got your own domain and everything.
Yeah. You can't do the you have to do TTP. You can't do PS because redirects don't work with PS.
Oh, really? So
But,
HTTP : //
Yep.
Okay, sick. Well, sick, man. Well,
Yeah, type shit.
Thanks for joining the show. Prominent.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
What you got to say, big
Big
dog?
dubs.
Big dubs.
all I gotta say is that Harmphrey, it's a pleasure for you being here, man. I've been looking
Pleasure's
forward to
all
this
mine.
episode for a minute, so it's like having Harmphrey on the podcast.
Hell yeah,
Wow. Freaking excited, man.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
shit.
This is so much fun. This is such a chill ass stream, chill ass
Hell yeah.
podcast. Like I appreciate you being here, man. And I
Yeah.
appreciate everybody in the chat being here as well, man. It's always a pleasure, y'all, coming in and hang out during the podcast, things like that. So
Yeah.
appreciate all
Hell
of y'all,
And
man.
thanks for the engagement. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, thank you guys for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing
Doing the big
Harmphrey's
dubs.
stream tomorrow. Humphrey will be live tomorrow
Hell yeah.
at 10 o'clock
10
Eastern
p.m.
time.
EST.
PM Eastern,
Yeah.
7 p.m. Pacific.
Yep, 7 Pacific. I'll
Plus
be
the
live
big-
tomorrow
What do they say? 10-9 Central.
10 9 Central. That's right. Why do they leave out Pacific?
On
Puppet
cartoon
of Evil.
It's SpongeBob and Evil, dude. You guys were just
It's that
forgotten
fucking
over
West
there.
Coast.
You
Yeah,
guys are
y'all
forgotten over
important.
there. I gave Prominent a shout out. Prominent, when are you streaming next?
I'll be streaming again on this Saturday, 7 p.m. 6 Central.
7-6 actual type shit.
Clean, dude.
Yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Saturday at 7 p.m.
yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. I'm probably going to be doing like a little theme for my show because I've been upgrading my stream and things like that. That way I can have like actual set themes for my shows and stuff, but it's a lot of work because I got to make new intros and all that stuff. So, but we're going to have something going on Saturday. And as the time goes by, there's going to be more and more themes. So look forward to that.
Yeah. Perfect, big dog.
Type shit.
Perfect, big dog. Yeah, I'll be live again probably tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So look out for that. I don't 100% know what we'll be going to be doing, but we'll figure it out as we go. That's kind of how we roll.
So it's in your streams. You never know.
Yeah, you kind of never know.
Doing a bit of everything,
But my socials are here if you want to follow. Prominent, feel free to paste yours as well. Harmphrey is. There we go. Got it. No S. But
No S.
No S.
Type shit.
no S. All right, let's go to Caterpie again.
Type shit.
Caterpie, she's cool as shit. And thank you guys for hanging out. Harmphrey, Big Priest, thanks
to
for
Big
your time,
Dubs.
man.
Thanks for having me.
We'll
Always a pleasure.
end the show and then we'll do a close.
First time touching voices too, isn't it?
Yeah.
All three of us.
Same thing. Type
Type
shit. Yep. And then I'll raid over. We'll close out the Discord call after I raid, and then we'll see you guys the rest of the week on our streams. So
Yeah, have a good.
all right.
Type
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Hell yeah.
Type shit, yeah.
Type shit. Hell yeah. All right. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you for your time. I'll see you tomorrow. See you soon, and have a good evening. Enjoy Caterpie. Thanks for sticking through the raid.
Thank you guys so much for watching another great episode of the Anti-Perfectionist Podcast featuring Eyes the Artist, yours truly, the Prominent BEG, and our very special guest, Harmphrey. If you would like to link to all of his socials, it'll be down in the description box below, as well as Eyes and yours truly. Thank you guys so much for another great episode. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Be easy, Anti-Perfectionists.